WNYathletics.com would like to thank today's sponsors. Howard Hanna Real Estate Services. Ready to sell your home? Visit howardhanna.com.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another WesternNewYorkAthletics.com broadcast of Western New York High School football. We're here at Lackawanna High School for the Lackawanna Steelers. They're hosting the Lew-Port Lancers, and we're going right to our sponsors.
Yeah, we're going to talk about who's going to sponsor the game. So let's hear from real quick on who our sponsors are.
WNYathletics.com would like to thank today's sponsors. Howard Hanna Real Estate Services. Ready to sell your home? Visit howardhanna.com today. Howard Hanna. Home happens here. Western New York Immediate Care, with 4 convenient locations in the Buffalo area: Amherst, Buffalo, Depew, Lancaster, and Orchard Park. Western New York Immediate Care is now offering telemedicine services to provide you care anytime, anywhere. Visit WNY Immediate Care on-site or virtually at WNYimmediatecare.com. Logistics Plus Buffalo is your go-to resource for all your transportation needs. LP moves freight of all shapes and sizes all across the world. Call LP Buffalo today at 716-877-9653 or email buffalo@logisticsplus.com. AdPro Sports. AdPro is the largest team sports dealers and brand merchandise providers in the nation. For a variety of custom merchandise solutions, from apparel to promotional items, visit adprosports.com. Empire Electric. For all your home, business, or office electrical needs, call Empire Electric at 716-634-0330. Free estimates and financing available for all customers. Empire Electric. Call 716-634-0330.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Lackawanna High School, the Steelers of Lackawanna against the Lew-Port Lancers. Mark Johnson along with Tom Prince, and the Lew-Port Lancers have, they won the toss, but they deferred. And the
Which we
Lackawanna
see a
Steelers
lot, right, Mark? We see a lot. A lot of people want to just be able to make sure that second half they come out with the ball.
Never understood that, though. I want the ball first if I'm the coach.
And there's different mentalities all the time on it, right? Also, what do you think the strength of your team is, right? Do you think the strength of your team is the defense? Because I'm going to have my defense come out there first, try to make that initial stop, and then know I get the ball in the second half.
Kicking off for Lewiston Porter is David Kennedy. He wears number 3, Lew-Port, in their all-white jerseys with the green numerals, green stripes down the side, and the white helmets. And the Steelers of Lackawanna in their blue and gray uniforms, sharp-looking uniforms with the gray helmets, blue trim. And back to receive for them is number 2, Shawn Smalls, and number 22, Jeremy Perez. The officials here today, the ref is Ken Harris, the umpire is Tom English, the linesman Rick Wisniewski, the line judge is John Montesanti, and the back judge is Chris Horvatius. And we're almost ready to go here, Tom.
So obviously, we got a chance to talk to Coach Lew-Port there right before we started off here. What'd he say? Everyone's doubting us right now, right? We want to come out and prove it out on the field. They get their opportunity. That quick look we saw. Boy, they've got some nice linemen out there in the field. The size is there for Lew-Port, no doubt about it. You know, we've talked about Lackawanna multiple times on broadcast right here. This team's legit. There's no doubt they've got a line, and I said it. They probably have the most underrated quarterback in Western New York in William Geschel right there. Who definitely has not been talked about enough, and he's going to get his chance to shine right out here today.
We're getting ready to kick this thing off and get it started here. Temperatures in the mid-80s, slight breeze. It's warm out there, but it's a great day for football, and we're getting underway here. And the kickoff from Kennedy comes up to one of the up men with it. Takes it to 30, 35, and he struggles to get to the 35-yard line. They haul him down at about the 34-yard line. And that was number 17 on that return there, Jaden Sweeney. So
nice coverage, though, right? Great special teams job. Make sure that you, because when you sometimes squib kick like that, you give up field position, but does a great job down there on coverage. But look, we talked about the line. Look at this size of this line right now at Lew-Port and this defensive line.
Yeah.
Definitely what nobody knew about. Some big guys out here.
So it's Getchell, the quarterback, the senior, checking in at 5'11", 180-pounder. Waits in the shotgun, and he's going to flip a quick pass out to Davis. Davis, and that ball looked like it came out, but Davis hangs on to it, gets out of bounds. A nice effort there, and actually there looks like the official on the far side was already waving the sticks to come down, but he's short.
Yeah, short by about a yard and a half, too.
It wasn't even close. All grass field here at Lackawanna. Refreshing change to see that. So many, probably about 95% of the fields in Western New York is artificial turf. Not here.
So 11:40 on the game clock is what they want to see on the game clock right now. We'll switch ours too. Listen, I think the biggest thing we've seen so far, right, in with a lot of these games is the heat, right? It is having an impact on a lot of games, and we'll see how it happens today because it's going to be a hot one out here today.
No question about it. Second down, a short 2 here for the Steelers. Opening possession. They run that clock now, so now we're down inside 11:30 or so. Gets the snap. It's going to throw quickly out to the right side, and that is caught out there. Oh, he's better off dropping that one time. He caught it, and he lost 3 yards doing so.
Yeah, unfortunately, in high school football, you know, when you touch the ground, period, it is a dead ball at that point. So once he went to his knees or his backside there to catch that ball, it was done, and he had to absolutely stop the play right there.
That was Javar Davis with that reception. However, it was a negative gain. Brings up third down, and I'm going to call it 4 here for Lackawanna. Antoine Threef's in the backfield now, number 8 for the Steelers. So first minor big play here. And there goes Threets. He's got room. He's got a first down and more as he crosses midfield. 45, makes a nice little juke move, picks up another extra couple of yards. And that is a beautiful run for Threets. The senior running back, 6 foot, 190 pounder, made a miss out there in the flat there, Tom.
Great job, right? That's where you actually get out there on the outside of your line. Does a great job right into the open space. You saw it happen very quickly and be able to easily get himself a first down.
A little huffing and puffing going on up there on that defensive line already.
It's hot. I mean, it's hot out there, and it's even hotter down on the field as we know when we went down there, Mark.
First and 10 from the 40. Lew-Port almost jumps. Instead, it'll be Threets again. Threets trying to make a move to the outside, and they got him this time. They drop him right at the line of scrimmage. And now a late flag coming in from the back judge.
That's a late one, too, so that's got to be, you normally think some sort of late hit, some sort of personal foul, the way that came in so late.
Saw plenty of that last night in the Lancaster game, but
that's exactly what it is. It's going to be a personal foul going against Lackawanna.
Yeah. So the Steelers shooting themselves in the foot here a little bit on a nice drive. They'll mark that off, and that's 15 yards the hard way. That brings it back all the way to their 45-yard line.
First down, first and 25.
That's first, I'd say first and about 24 yards here. As my dad liked to say, first and a mile.
It's what it seems. But listen, you got the quarterback right now. Now we're going to probably get a chance to see his arm a little bit at one point in this set of downs.
So they bring him up, 2 receivers out left, 1 out right. Gishel in the shotgun, then he's back to pass, looks, and he's going to be forced out of the pocket, and now he's going to have to keep it on the ground, and he picked up some good yardage there. Picked up about 10 or 11 yards on a nice scramble.
It's also something Gishel is known for and can do very well, right? You see his movement in the pocket, right? Moved very well in the pocket, then saw the opening, went for it, but he can run the ball just as well as he can throw the ball. He is definitely a quarterback that you've got to worry about with his arm and with his legs.
Well, it brings up second down and like about 14 here.
Much more manageable than what it was before, right? So now you give yourself a chance to get that first down.
Pickup of 10 on that last play. Geshel once again in the shotgun where he'll probably be most of the day. The snap is low. He's going to fire it out there, and it's going to be complete. Nice move there by Alexander Hall. He makes another man miss, and Hall finally brought down at the 38-yard line. So some good movement there. And 55 for Lew-Port came up with a tackle. That's Jack Baird. He had some help back there as well from Jake Cortino.
I thought Hall got tackled about 10 times on that play, the way he kept staying alive. What a great job. He did everything he could to break a tackle and try to get something more positive. That's what you want in a wide receiver, especially when you look at what's something we talk about, yards after catch, right? When you break tackles like that and fight the way you do, that's how you get those yards after catch.
Brings up a 3rd and 7 now for the Steelers. You would think possibly they're in 4-down position here, but we'll find out. Gets the snap, back the pass. Here comes the rush. He's going to throw it, and it's deflected. A beautiful play there. Number 33 on that deflection, and that's Tommy Piazak.
Hold.
And a holding call. That's going to...
He said that he actually threw him to the ground. Did you see that?
Yeah, Ken Harris...
You don't normally see that. We got not only got with the hold, but we got that he threw him to the ground right there is what we got. And it looked like you can see here, I don't think it was right on the line. See, he's actually showing there that he threw him down is what he's saying. So the 10 yards here, he's still doing it.
That's 4 times he's done that. Ken Harris, and he's hearing it from the coaching staff. Adam Tariff, not here, the head coach.
And I know he's watching. Coach Tariff, listen. He's not, unfortunately, under the weather right now. first game he's ever missed. We know how bad you want to be here. I know he's watching this game. And listen, we wish you were here because I know how good of a coaching job you've done here at Lackawanna. So we miss you.
After that penalty brings up 3rd and 19. And now a timeout being called by Lackawanna. They want to talk this one over. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after these commercial messages.
I'm Zitcha. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
You're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
We realize now more than ever is the perfect time to have the perfect house. We're confident we'll find your dream home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
All right, back here live for a 3rd down play after that timeout by Lackawanna with 7:07 left here in this first quarter. And this is the opening drive. It's already ate up almost 5 minutes. But here's a big play for this Lew-Port defense. Coach Hell back up pass. Here comes the rush. There goes the ball. Comes free. And it's picked up. And number 79 on that recovery, that's Guy Lynch. And Lew-Port converts a beautiful fumble. And they'll have the ball in Lackawanna territory at the 30-yard line.
It was Quinn Walton who came in on the sack, and it was actually on the sack on that one. Has the hit, comes from the blind side on there. Geschel doesn't even see him. What a hit. As you saw him, was totally untouched right there and comes up with that big sack.
So a big play there for the Lancers. With 6:59 remaining here, they'll get their first possession, and they're in great shape.
Remember what we talked about too, Mark. Remember at the beginning, said, why do you defer? Well, if you think your defense is going to come up with that big play, now look at, they've got incredible field position, and now we'll be able to get that ball in the second half.
Under center, number 18, Benito. He's a freshman, and he's going to hand it off to James Marshall. And Marshall picked up maybe a yard.
Yeah, he ran into a lot of traffic right there, right, with both lines.
Not much room to go there inside. And you mentioned it, Tom, both these lines pretty well set as far as strength and size.
No doubt about that. Like I said, that was the first thing I noticed when we started walking towards the team. And even when they came off the bus and we got a chance to see them, this line is a very big line right here.
2nd down and 9 for Lew-Port. And Benito's going to pitch it out to Marshall. Marshall looking to get the corner. Gets a little bit there, and then he's surrounded and dropped by a host of Steeler tacklers. He picked up a couple, and that's about it. I'll bring up 3rd down.
Great job right there. You can see even getting to the outside. He absolutely defended that one well.
Actually, I'm going to say no gain, and I thought he picked up at least one, but he did not. So it's 3rd down and 9 here. And the clock continuing to run in a scoreless first quarter. And now back in the shotgun is Benito. Freshman getting a huge start here to start this 2022 campaign. Running around, and now Benito's going to try to take off with it, and he is going to get nailed down there around the 26-yard line or so. And they're in 4-down territory, I would assume, Tom.
Oh, absolutely down in this area. I'd be shocked that you wouldn't go for it.
So it'll be 4th down, and let's call it 5 here for the Lancers. Chendez Ware checks in the game for Lackawanna. Along with Rashawn Hanley, number 52. So some fresh troops out there for the Steelers. 1 receiver out left, 2 out right. for the Lancers. Marshall in the backfield. Benito in the shotgun. Back to pass, looks, fires it high and missed his man. The intended pass for Quarantino. And that's incomplete. And that'll bring up, actually that's a turnover on downs, and Lackawanna gets it back.
Great defense right there. So no doubt, you got to look at the play right here by Sammy Equinoga right there, as he comes up big on that third down play to make that stop them from getting a first down right there. So Sammy comes up big right there.
So the Steelers get it back. Both teams one possession each, but the turnover battle's leaded by Lew-Port right now after that fumble. But some good D by the Steelers stops that drive, so we'll take over. Ball just ahead of the 25-yard line with 4:36 left in this opening quarter. Two receivers out to each side here. Regeschel waits for the snap. He's going to throw it, and it's picked off. Intercepted. We had a flag down, but intercepted by Quinn Walton. He fired it right to Walton, and Walton hung on to it. And let's check the flag here. And they're going to call roughing the passer after the throw. Wow.
So they call. So
the pass was away. It was picked off, but after the play, a roughing the passer call against Lew-Port wipes out a turnover. That was a great pick by Mr. Quinn Walton, who had it go right into his hands.
He's the man right now. I mean, he's come up with a big sack right now, gets an interception. It looks like it's, unfortunately going to be negated right here.
And it's going to cost him 15 yards to boot, so it's a double hurt. I got to tell you, somehow, Tom, it's almost impossible to expect a player to stop. You're charging the quarterback. It's a rule that I've been against for years, but that's the call. So the Steelers remain with possession here, the ball at the 34-yard line, 1st and 10. And they're going to hand it off, and once again it's Threath to the left side, and there's nowhere to go that time as Polzik comes up and makes the play for the Lancers.
Great job, especially you can see the speed. When Lackawanna can get out to the outside and use that speed, you can see how good they really are. So a great job there by Pusick to get to the quickly to make sure he makes that stop.
A little breeze up here in the press box for
for
some relief.
Got a lot of the windows open door. They've done a great job of making sure they were trying to air out that press box because the way the sun lays here, it makes sure that it does get warm up here.
And 2nd down and 8, so it'll pick up of just 2 yards. Geschel's going to get it and pitch it out right side. On the run is Perez. Perez tries to get to the corner, and then he's nailed once again. Now he stays on his feet. Polzak came over and really laid a shot on. Now a late penalty flag, and they're flying all over.
So there was an early flag called early. Look at way along the sideline. There was an early flag. Then late ones came in after the fact.
Well, I only see 2, though.
So there, look at way out, farther out. See? He's walking out to go get it right now.
Right. Oh. Lew-Port already walking backwards. So Lackawanna getting the benefit of some good calls here early in this game. And there's another 15-yarder against the Lancers. It should put the ball out near midfield.
Well, obviously, when the flags come in that late, you know it's going to be a personal foul penalty right there.
We'll mark it at the Lancer 49-yard line. 1st and 10 Steelers. Couple of Lewiston Porter players. Bending over there, that was Dom Chiarcos.
I mean,
appears to be okay.
If I'm coach over at Lewiston Porter, obviously what I'm saying right now is I got to clean up some of these penalties. But I like what I'm seeing defensively early on from Lewiston Porter.
Without a doubt, they came to play here. The snap, Gutschel back to pass, looking, and now he's going to have to take off with it. Now he's going to throw. He pulls up a duck. That's up in the air, and a nice play there by number 5. Alexander Hall played defense there for the offense of the Steelers.
Totally agree. I thought that was awesome. That is exactly what you need your wide receiver to do in that instance. And he comes up big to be able to stop the interception from happening. Great play right there. Great instincts right there. Obviously someone who knows how to play both sides of the ball and did it there like he was a defender.
That was Jake Corntelio who had a chance for that interception, but it was broken up nicely. So that brings up 2nd down and 10. Not much on that pass, I got to tell you that. It was up in the air and it was floating. Threw it up for grabs.
You wonder if he didn't have a good grip on that.
Probably should have took off with it, but regardless, 2nd down and 10. Getchell back in the shotgun. Back the pass, looks a quick hitter over there, and there is a 10-yard gain. It would appear he's right on the mark there, Tom. That's going to be a tough spot. Let's see where they put that down, inside the 40-yard line.
That was a quick snap. Did you notice that, Mark?
Yeah.
It almost looked like it shocked Getchell there how quick the snap was.
Right. But he adjusted to it, made a nice throw.
He really, I mean, you think about it, has made a lot of adjustments already in this game because of how well this defense is playing. They're obviously putting a lot of pressure on him.
Picked up 9, 3rd and 1 here for Lackawanna. Getchell gets the snap, hands it off. They get the 1st down and more. There goes Thrift. Lays his shoulder into a Lewiston Porter player. Well, that was David Kennedy came up and took the hit, but that's a 1st down and more for number 8 for the Steelers. Thrift's a 6-foot, 190-pounder. This is a senior with another flag. That's our 8th penalty of this quarter here.
That's going against Lackawanna this time.
So they're trading penalties here, Tom. And the refs are a little flag happy today. And we still got 2:16 left in this first quarter. That was the 8th call of this ball game.
You could just see there hasn't been nothing fluid has happened yet in this game for either team. I think the only thing we've really learned so far is that this defense for Lewiston Porter, though, is legit. That is probably the only thing we've really had an opportunity to see.
3rd and 6 now for the Steelers. Mitchell takes the snap, back the pass, looking right, looks left. Now he's going down the middle, has this man wide open, and it's a touchdown. A beautiful pass from Mitchell. Alexander Hall brought it in. The senior wideout made the catch in there on the board.
That's the man we're talking about. Getchell's got the gun. He finds his open man. And now you finally get a chance to see that Lackawanna offense really open up right there. As you can see, Getchell comes up big.
Well, it looks like they're going for 2 here.
Well, right now, Lackawanna only has 21 guys dressed. I know they've got more players on the team, just ineligible, not getting enough practices in, as that's happened all throughout Western New York because you couldn't miss any practices without playing in that first game. They'll have even more guys, as you see, as they go on this season.
That's Kinsley running off late there for Lackawanna, and now they're going to get called on a delay of game. I believe, no, illegal shift. Someone moved up front, so that's going to cost them 5. Penalty number 9.
Starting to get shades of the Salamanca game that we did not too long ago. We were down at Salamanca. It was a night game. 36 penalties, I think, was the final call on the game. So just insane the amount of penalties.
It's just horrible.
The actual announcer of the actual field got thrown out because he goes, another penalty, and he gets thrown out.
The 2-point conversion is Threets, and he's cut down. So Lew-Port does the job, holds them to just 6 points. So with 1:38 left here in this first quarter, it is Lackawanna 6, Lew-Port no score. We'll be back right after these commercial messages.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
You insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call.
All right, back here live at Lackawanna Field. The Steelers up 6-0 over Lew-Port. We're getting ready to kick this thing back over to Lewiston Porter. And one thing Derek Tracy told us, Tom, he said his kids worked hard all winter, worked hard all spring, worked hard going into camp, and he wants it to pay off.
And he said, he goes, we got a little chip on our shoulder, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's a positive thing. We want to prove everybody wrong. Nobody's counting us in the mix of this division, and you should not be overlooking Lewiston Porter. And we like what we've seen so far. It's exactly what Coach wanted. And on the flip side, we've got a chance to see how good this Lackawanna offense can be.
A little punch kick, and it comes right to a up man, and that up man was number 75, Parker Fawn, and another penalty. I looked down for a second, Tom, and that was a.
Is it offsides? Did it not go the necessary yardage?
Well, let's see. It's it's a live ball no matter what. It doesn't have to go to yardage, but a sideline warning. So they're going to warn Lackawanna with their first verbal sideline warning. So basically, you pick up that flag. But a great drive start here for Lew-Port. They're going to put it on the 45-yard line. The ball was punched right to number 75, Parker Vaughn. He said, look what I found.
Sunday's trying to show Western New York, I'm not only a line guy, I'm not only a defensive guy, I can kick the ball too. And he goes out and kicks the ball.
Stick to playing the line.
We've seen a lot of linemen throughout Western New York as the kickers. It's not just one place. It's all over.
Benito's going to give it to Marshall. Marshall going to go nowhere. Actually battles his way back, and that looked like it could be a face mask, and we got another flag down. Count that one. The flags are flying. Right now, Tom, you mentioned 36 penalties. We're at an average for 40 penalties right now. 40 penalties in this game. Might have been a collar, horse collar tackle, maybe. The way he was turned awkwardly over on the far side of the field.
Face mask. It's a 5-yarder, though. They're saying so incidental.
Boy, I don't know. The way his neck was jerked, I don't think that's incidental. But regardless, it's a 5-yard call. 2nd down and 5 for the Lancers. They're down 6-0. And that clock is running now. Mason Benito, the freshman, back in the shotgun. Got 2 receivers out to the left side, 1 out to the right. He gets the snap, and he's going to hand it off again, and this time Marshall is buried. They got him behind the line of scrimmage. And then he loses 2 yards there, maybe 3. Let's see where they put this down here.
Mark, it looked like the handoff exchange was a little off, too, as he had to go back and kind of get the ball and bring it forward to him, and then got hit. Great job of holding on to that ball and making sure that he actually didn't fumble it.
Well, actually lost 1 yard there. So it'll bring up 3rd and 6 for Lew-Port. A physical game up front.
Which we saw coming in this game. We knew, like I said, we knew already about the offensive line, defensive line for Lackawanna, and we're seeing the matched intensity come right now from Lewiston Porter.
And there's a freebie 5 against the Steelers. So take 5. Won't give them the first down, but makes it a nice, manageable 2nd down and 1 here. A little trick out of the Jason Manziel book. Getting the defense to jump. It worked. Take the 5.
That's the voice of the legends right there.
Had a lot of
I'm teasing, Mark.
Had a lot of penalties last night in Lancaster, Jamestown, I'll tell you that.
Some big games. Boy, for those of you, if you don't get a chance, if you haven't yet, go check out the Bennett McDowell game that we did last night. what a game that was. This Bennett team's for real, left their heart and soul out on the field. They really did. Just an unbelievable game to watch. Another penalty.
And now a procedure call on the left tackle on the far side. And that's Nathan Helgash, and he got caught. So they back him up 5. So now it's back to 3rd and 6, our 12th call today.
So here, Mark, were you worried about coming to this game at all today? Because so we're at the end of it looks like we have 0 on the clock, so I don't know if it is the end of the first quarter.
It is. It's the end of the first quarter. 6-0, Lackawanna out in front. We'll be right back here. You're watching high school football on the Western New York Athletics.com network. We'll be right back.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
We realize now more than ever is the perfect time to have the perfect house. We're confident we'll find your dream home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
All right, back live here at Lackawanna's Field for a start of the second quarter. The Steelers have a 6-0 lead time, and you were finishing up a point right before the break.
So I said, listen, Thursday I produced a game in Lakeshore. Phenomenal game to open up the season. Lakeshore wins in overtime. I now go to Erie. Bennett ends up playing a phenomenal game, unfortunately loses in overtime. Are we seeing a trend here today? Were you worried coming here that it was going to the trend still goes?
Extra football for your money. Not all that bad, but you don't want too many to start the year. So they flip the field here, and now it's Bonino going to run. He's got some room, and he's going to get nailed. And he threw his shoulder down instead, and that was Dickinson that came over and got him, number 20 for the Steelers.
Hey, you don't see a quarterback with too many hits like that. Does a great job of making sure he turns himself into a running back, in essence, is what he just did there.
They picked up 5 yards. Make it 3rd and 1 now for Lew-Port Porter. They need this first down here, Tom. They have to get, as you mentioned before, some continuity going in their offense.
Yeah, we just really haven't seen a flow right here. Even though we saw a great touchdown throw there by Lackawanna, right, in Geschel, we just haven't seen any continuity from either team. A nice, drive that's been out there because of all the penalties that we've seen thrown today.
We had 12 official penalties in that first quarter. 3rd and 1. Under center, pitch out. Marshall, right side, turns up, gets the first down and more. He's on his way. Marshall cut down there, a great tackle. Number 8 came up, I believe, and got him, and that was Freese. They came up and saved the day there, Tom.
Great job, though. I love the call. Did you see the pitch outside? Get past all that defensive lineman right out there. Give him a lead right there so he can get out into the open area. Does a great job. I thought that was a great call right there to get that first down.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 33-yard line for the Lancers. Trying to answer back here on this drive.
Definitely the best drive we've seen so far by Lew-Port Porter.
Benito back in the shotgun once again. The freshman waits on the snap. Marshall to his right side. Back to pass. He's going to get some protection. Rolls to the right. Looking. Now he's going to take off with it. Why not? And he's going to get out of bounds over there inside the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there, about 4 or 5.
You know, the first thing you say when we first heard, wow, there's going to be a freshman that's going to be a quarterback, like, let's wait and see exactly how this plays out. Been very impressed right now with his poise so far into this game. Not intimidated, right? Not worried about, nothing slow. You're really seeing doing a great job as he's getting acclimated to the speed of the high school game right here very quickly.
One of those quarterbacks, I'm going to say, Tom, we'll be looking a couple years in the future. We
Oh,
might be really talking
absolutely.
about.
It's the same thing we saw last night with Iroquois. We saw Justice right there, the quarterback down there, Justice Kleitz for Iroquois. Another freshman come up big in a win for them over Southwestern.
The give again to Marshall, and he is met in the backfield, uses his strength, breaks away a little bit, and gets back to the line of scrimmage. So they had him back there.
He can now right there, the Sammy right there was the first one in as he slows him down right there. You can see as he comes up, punches his chest going, yeah, I got in there, I did. The big man showing he's having a year. We talked to some of the coaches about him, saying that this is a guy who's got talent to go to a Division I football level. If he really puts in that time and dedication, especially in the weight room, this is one of the kids we're going to be talking about.
Just a sophomore, 6'3", 300-pounder. For the Steelers, and he anchors that line. It's third down at 7 here. Back to pass. Benito looks, he's going to fire, and he's going to have his man down there, and it's a nice catch. Quarantillo. And let's see where they spot that. It's going to be awful close to a first down, but I believe he's going to be just a hair short. Well, hang on a second. He might have got fooled by the angle there. Let's see. Right at the sticks. And they're going to give him the first down. Well, first down, Lew-Port.
Mark, I think Western New York better be put on notice. Lew-Port's for real. They are for real, and they are absolutely playing a great game out here today.
They sure are. Of course, being a Niagara Wheatfield alumni, Lewiston Porter was our hated rival.
Niagara Wheatfield with a big win last night over Hutch Tech. They go up and play the AA Hutch Tech team and come up with a big win. They got a big quarterback up there, too, that we're going to be talking about this season.
First and 10. Benito under center, pitches it out. It's Burnham. Burnham with nowhere to go. They just surround him and drop him. Brody Burnham, the senior running back, had nowhere to go right side, Tom.
And who is it again? Sammy. Sammy. He comes up big again.
He's doing a little limping as he goes back to the defensive huddle, but he looks to be okay. Of course, you're carting around 300 pounds on an 85-degree day.
Big loss right there, though, we got.
Yeah, lost 4 yards, so make it second and 14 here. We wind our way down to the 8-minute mark here in this half. Benito, 2 men in the backfield, and it looked like a false start, but might have got away with it. There's the throw, and the intended receiver over there had it deflected right in front of him. I believe that was Polzek. But it looked like one of the wide receivers were.
I thought it was actually off his fingertips right there. I thought he had a chance to catch it still.
Yeah.
Did go off his fingertips. I actually thought he put it in a good place where only his guy could catch it. Granted, it was going to have to be a great catch, don't get me wrong, but he did put it where his guy could get it.
That brings up third down and 14. So a good-looking drive is in trouble here for the Lancers. As Polzak is now back in the backfield, along with Marshall. Under center, pitch out. Marshall, look out for the option. He's going to try it. No, he's going to take off with it. He's going to come back the other way. He's looking for a block. There goes the big man. Makes a nice move. Marshall still on his feet. 10-yard line. Into the end zone. At the pylon. Touchdown, Lew-Port. Holy cow. James Marshall did it all himself. What an incredible move he made at the 20-yard line, Tom. And then he burst to the corner, dove for the pylon, and scored.
Let's see if we can replay that. Yeah, it didn't come through. We apologize, folks. What a great run, though. You saw that live. That was all him. It looked like it was going to be the pass, keeps it down, sees the opening, takes off, busts a great tackle right there. I mean, we saw everything on that play. What a great run. Boy, I'm going to tell you, folks, we got ourselves a game right here today.
22-yard touchdown run. And now Lew-Port might have to call timeout here as they're a man short.
And they're not going to kick either, so they're going to go for two themselves.
Well,
no, I apologize. They are going to kick.
David Kennedy,
I saw they were setting up.
David Kennedy to try the extra point. Low snap. Kennedy gets it up. Is it good? It is. And Lew-Port's got the lead. 7-6 here with 7:43 left in this first half. Tom, hold the phones here. The Lancers coming to play.
Finally, the flags slow down a little bit. We get some continuity to the game, and we see exactly now both teams are alive. The offenses are here to go. Now let's see the adjustments that both defenses are going to have to make right here. So great job. I thought that what you saw here with Lewiston Porter on that, they're trying to get outside the tackles, right? They're trying to do everything they can to get outside those defensive lines as quickly as they can, because every time they did, it turned into something positive with the legs. Both teams doing the same exact thing, too, and having recipes of success when they get to the outsides as quickly as they can.
Well, real quick, last night, some great action, of course, all up and down the Western New York frontier. A couple games come to mind here?
I thought, to me, the biggest upset of the day, I thought, came right in this division when Tonawanda upset Eden. I thought that was one of the biggest upsets of there, as Tonawanda, with one victory last year, gets their Coach Fumarelli, the first win of their season. I thought that was huge. Listen, every time you're going to see a Lancaster-Jamestown game, that went right down to the wire right there. Give Lancaster the big. Definitely surprises everybody. We were unsure when we were going to see Micah Harry, the Conley Cup candidate right there, come up. He comes up big in that game, literally leads the legends. They say he looked incredible. I know, Mark, you were on the call, so I don't want to speak for that, but I heard Micah Harry looked incredible in that game.
He sure did. They stymied him a little bit in the first quarter, but then he started to feel the flow of the offensive line led by Tommy Carlson. And guess what? He turned it around and opened up. And here we go. The kickoff here, short. Over at the 20, 25, and on his feet, put out of bounds over there around the 28-yard line or so. The Steelers in a decent drive start.
You know, we talked about, Bennett was phenomenal. Just unbelievable to watch what they did. How about St. Joe's going down to Erie, coming up with a big win down there? Iroquois defeating Southwestern with their new freshman quarterback. How about Frewsburg? Been playing 8-man football, comes up with a 39-0 victory themselves right there. They come out with Raren there. It's just been all over. Olean defeated East Aurora, we talked about. Just all over the place. I think we got some big matchups today. Obviously, we're seeing one right now. How about Hamburg-Lockport later? We're going to see how good this Hamburg team is. We talked about also, I think, which could be the game of the day, West Seneca East Cheektowaga. That's going to be a big one. So, all over the place, some great matchups.
And you got double duty today, I believe.
Yep, I'll be at that Hamburg-Lockport game.
Oh, no, West for the Wicked here. Pitch out, Threath. And they cut him down there. What a play. Number 12 in on a tackle. That's Stasiak for Lew-Port. And he made a sure tackle.
29-yard line, 2nd and 10.
But, Mark, you know me. When does anybody know that I'm resting? I'm always out of
it. Right. You're on the road, buddy. I'll give you credit.
And it looks like we got our first other score update as CSP right now leads 7-0 over Wilson. Wilson, one of the new teams right now into Class D.
That's the Wolfpack of Clymer Sherman, Panama. Always a good program down there. Looks like 22 will not be any different for the Wolfpack fans and the faithful. 2nd down and 9 here. And the give, no, he's going to keep it himself. He's got his man down the left side and overthrew him, and that was Alexander Hall who caught that touchdown.
I think Hall wanted to the inside. It went to the outside right there. You saw Hall have to turn there, try to make a tough play.
So it brings up 3rd down with 6:43 remaining in this first half. Artrell Morris coming up limping a little bit there. He's going to stay in the ball game, number 15, for the Steelers. So 3rd and 9 is obviously a passing down here.
I'll tell you, talk about this line. Two of the guys I've been noticing, right? Dom Chirkos, right now number 73 and 75. Parker Vaughn have come up big so far early in this game for Lewiston Porter on that line. We've talked about Ikinawa's, the brothers right there on the both sides and the other side of the ball for Lackawanna.
On the run, Groschel's going to look. His man's wide open, and he steps forward. He'll get the first down and more. Artrell Morris, and I just mentioned him. And nice catch there. And then he could have went to the outside, Tom. I think he breaks to the outside.
I did too. I thought he stopped there. I think he was so worried about what the defensive guy was going to do. I agree. I think if he takes off, he may even had more running room.
So first down for the Steelers as they move the chains. Ball right at the 48-yard line. Right on the line here with it, with the press box on the angle. So the Lackawanna on the move.
So the theme of the first quarter, flags. Theme of the second quarter, offense, right? We've seen both offenses now really starting to get some continuity and get into this game.
And the shotgun once again, Gretschel waits for the snap. Two men out right, one out left. He's going to look right. Now he's going to take off. 45, 40, inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line. A first down run of 13 yards for the quarterback. The senior took off with it, Tom, but he didn't make a mistake.
Yep, great quarterback keeper right there. Saw the lane open up right up the gut, went right up that A-gap, took off, and then it was all over for a first down right there.
A little Josh Allen type of run. Did not hesitate. And that is a first down Steelers, and they are moving the ball now with 5.5 and running.
See, we got the Trench Trophy here, too. I get you. We tell you, we got some Trench Trophy nominees that could come out of this game. I'll tell you, we've already seen some big things happening in the trenches.
Sibby Constantino, one of the Trench Trophy judges down on the sideline down there. Got a chance to talk with Sibby a little bit. Good to see him. And now it's a timeout being called here. A official's timeout? Nope, timeout. Lackawanna, that's their second timeout. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Western New York High School football on WesternNewYorkAthletics.com.
WestCare's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
All right, back live here, Lackawanna Field, 7-6. Lew-Port with the lead, but Lackawanna with the ball, Tom, and they're moving.
Yeah, and like I said, it's been the tale of two quarters is really what it's been right here. But I talked about at the beginning of the game, I said this quarterback, Geschel, is for real. For those of you who don't know who he is in Western New York, this is a 3-year starter out here. And he knows this offense better than anybody that's out there on the field. And you can see he can do it by the arm. He could do it with his legs. And that's what we're seeing, both of these things happening on this drive. You have to defend both things with him.
Back to pass again. Geschel's going to go down the right side long. He's got his man there. Oh, and broken up beautifully down there. Spencer Stasiak went in and deflected. The sophomore came up, chased him down, got his arm up. You're looking for an interference call, Tom. I got it clean. That's clean.
That was I thought he got there before the ball did a little bit. I won't lie.
Great defense.
But listen, I'm not the guy on the field making the call. They saw it differently, and I thought that was a great job. It was definitely a bang close play. Could have gone either way right there, but I think it was a little bit underthrown. As you saw, he had to come back to the ball a little bit. I think if it was out extended a little bit more, would have been an opportunity for a big play.
Second down and 10. As the Steelers tried to go long the last play. And now moving up front, the left tackle, and here comes the flags again. Number 73, I believe, for the Steelers. No, check that. No, it's 53, and that's your buddy.
That's Sammy.
Iconio. I've been hammering that name all week long trying to get that name down. So take 5. Will the Steelers?
Ikanau.
Well, he lifted up. He was nowhere near on time on that play. 2nd down and 15. Marshall in the shotgun, waits on the snap, gets it, back to pass, takes a look, right, looks left. Now he's gonna take off with it. Gresham on the run, 35, makes a nice move, inside the 30, 25, cuts through, and what a run there by the quarterback. Saves the day for Lackawanna with a nice run.
That's when the lineman comes over and pats his quarterback on the shoulder and say, man, thanks for bailing me out on that one. Great run. And you could see, I counted at least 4 or 5 tackles that he broke out there to make that happen. And that's what he says. He can turn himself into a running back and run like a running back at times, but at the same time does have the arm strength to do what he needs to do.
So it's a 1st and 10 for Lackawanna at their own, at the Lew-Port 23-yard line. Nice looking drive here by the Steelers. Trying to cap it off before the first half comes to an end. Inside 4 minutes and running here. Getchell back to pass, throws again, has his man, and then I believe is Smalls down there. And he makes a nice move, and that's another 1st down.
Pass for 15 to Smalls. 1st down, Steelers.
So a couple of Lew-Port guys limping a little bit out there. Jack Bairdi, one of the linebackers, number 55. Maybe the heat taking its toll here early.
And we knew it was going to have a play at one point, right? I mean, it's very warm out there. The only difference, I think, today than what we saw yesterday is this breeze, right? There is a breeze out there that is helping out a little bit. There's no doubt it does help a little.
So it's 1st and goal to goal from the 6-yard line for Lackawanna. And they're going to give the ball to Threes. Threes bangs his way inside the 5 down to about the 3. So he picks up 3, maybe 4. Let's see where they spot that. I believe they're going to put that down on the 2-yard line, I believe. 2nd down and goal to goal. A 4-yard pickup for number 8, Antoine Threes. And he's going to, nope, it's Gulso looking to try to, and he'll score. He walked in. I thought they blew the play dead there for a second, Tom. I'm going to apologize to everybody out there. Nice touchdown run by the quarterback. Getchell's going to walk in. It looked like, I got to tell you, it looked like half the Lewiston-Porter line stopped. But regardless, that's a touchdown.
And you'll see they're going to go for that 2-point conversion right here also.
So mark it as a 2-yard touchdown run for the quarterback.
So 2:47 left right now inside the half. Let's see what the answer now is going to be from Lewiston-Porter right here. But this is a big 2-point conversion.
Sure is. Try to go back up by 7. And now the flags fly. I'm going to tell you, Tom, it looked like some of the Lew-Port players are gassed out there.
It's what we've been seeing all. I don't know what you saw last night, but did you see last night? I mean, I know I saw it on both teams like you just saw people. It was tough. It was tough to play last night. My son plays for the Orchard Park team, as many of you know, and he told me at one point, he goes, Dad, he goes, they were making fun of the way I was breathing out there because I thought I was going to die at one point. He goes, I was breathing so heavy.
That's where all those weeks of conditioning come into play here. So here's the extra point, 2-point try. He throws it over, and it's deflected away, and it's incomplete. So it's broken up nicely over there on the far side by number 14. And the conversion attempt, no good.
So right there, great job there by the Lewiston-Porter defense. Takes advantage of the flag right there to help them out right now. What they're going to try to do is can they put points up on the board to now take the lead, because now you're leaving it as a 1-score game, right, number 1. And at the same time, you're giving your team an opportunity here to take a lead at halftime. what kind of that momentum would be for Lewiston Porter right now?
Well, they got to get that offense back on the field, and we'll see what happens now. This is going to be very interesting on this kickoff because, as you know, we do not have a leg out there for Lackawanna.
And is that Sunday that's laying down right now who kicked for them?
He sure is. Let's see. They're going to help him to his.
No, it's
that's
not.
number
Okay.
52.
Yep.
That was Rashawn Handley down there.
But that's listen. These are the guys to watch the most. The ones we talk about where you win and lose a game, right? We talk about is in the trenches. And these are the guys that the heat even affects even more out there. You could just see the Heat's having a play out there. There's no doubt about it. We knew it would.
Yeah, he could be done for the halftime.
You know, you got to kind of keep him down, keep him cool right now.
So he took off his shoulder pads and his jersey and his helmet, obviously, throwing water over his head. So he could be done for this half here with 2:47 left. So let's see what happens on this kickoff now. Now they put in someone else to kick off.
No, that's Sunday.
Is it? It is. You can tell he's such a big athlete, more of an athletic body than his brother. Let's see if he can kick one longer than 10 yards here. That's once again a two-step. It's going to punch it up. It's a live ball. It's free, and they jam it for it, and somehow Lew-Port came up with it. Number 37 on that play, Liam Timke, the junior wide receiver linebacker, came up with that ball, and it was a live ball.
That, we talk about that, the kick. We've seen a lot of that last year where they're trying to find that little hole right there in the special teams and kick it to that hole and see if you could be the first one to there, because if the receiving team's not aggressive enough to go in after that ball, we see stuff like that happen, and you give your chance to be able to get a turnover right there and possibly try to get a second score based off that turnover on special teams.
But it goes the other way, so it's another great drive start here for the Lancers.
Lancers first and 10 on the 41-yard line.
They got it marked down at the 42, so that's where they're going to start it. First and 10. There's Benito in the shotgun. Back to pass. Now he's going to launch one, a high one. It's going to drift up there. There was some contact down there. Now they're going to throw the flag. Double flags coming down. Intended receiver, I believe, was Matt Barber. And that was Barber was one of the players that Derek Tracy talked to me about earlier on the field, stating that we're going to try to get the ball in his hands as much as they could today. They attempted to there. There's the penalty.
Yeah,
There was definitely contact.
There was. I hate to say it, and I know that, we can hear the fans out in front of us. They don't agree right there.
Well,
but
you'd have to be blind not to see contact.
But there was contact on that one. There's no doubt about it.
And it looks like...
no, they're just going back to the line of scrimmage so they can walk
to...
it off at the line of scrimmage.
Right,
is all that it is.
Right, so it's going to be a 15-yarder against the Steelers. And I don't know what these fans out in front of us are watching, but... not only did one player hook that receiver, two players hooked it.
And that's what I think made it worse, is that there were two players right there involved on it.
So first and 10 from the 43-yard line, and Lancers get some new life here with 2:40 remaining in this first half.
More than I thought. You got to remember, too, in high school football, every time you get a first down, the clock does stop, to move the chains. So you got a lot of time to make stuff happen.
Marshall on the ground, and he picked up a yard, maybe two, and that's it.
Looks like that was Sunday, was the first one in there on the tackle right there.
Yeah.
No gain.
And now they're going to say no gain. Well, I'll tell you, my angles are off here. And once again, Handley is down on the bench in front of us here for the Lackawanna Steelers.
Yeah, they're trying to ice him down. They got ice on him.
He's in trouble.
Yeah, they got ice down. They're dousing him with water. They're giving him bananas for potassium. They're really trying to cool him down, no doubt.
Second down. Call it 9 here for Lew-Port. Benito back to pass. Looks pressure, but he throws it up there. Beautiful pass. Almost come down. He didn't come down with it. A circus catch down there around the 10-yard line. Oh, baby. What a play there. And it's Matt Barber, his number one man. The senior wideout came up with a circus catch, and I'm going to call it the catch of the weekend so far.
Wow, that was a catch right there. As he goes up, he was defended beautifully on that one. Does a great job of going up in the air and staying and keeping that catch. Now, listen, I talk about it all the time, right? the man who's going to capture any moment that's possible is time and time again Harry Skull, right? Look at where Harry is located right now. There's no doubt he got that catch in the air. I will put money on. We'll see that out on social media here shortly.
I will not bet you on that one. Harry
Yeah.
had some
Wow.
great shots last night.
He really did. That's one I got to thank him personally, too. I mean, he got a shot that will be something that will probably my family remember for who knows how long. But Luke, my son, plays for Orchard Park, got a chance to block the extra point, goes up, and he's in the air, just about to block it. And Harry gets that on camera. What a great job. What a great shot. It's something I'm very thankful for, not being able to be there at the game, as I was, everybody knows, down in Erie for the McDowell-Bennett one.
Well, that was a great catch from Barber. Sets them up at the 12-yard line, so they can still get another first down here. Plenty of time left. Lew-Port had to burn a timeout.
Which is smart, right? You see, I mean, you got him. You might as well use him at this point. You got it because the clock's going to go now.
First and 10.
So Benito brings him up. He's got Polzak in the backfield. In motion is Helgash. The pitch out, and in trouble back there is Marshall, and he is going to get nailed. They drop him at about the 14-yard line. He's going to lose at least 2.
He was about to make that cut back to the opposite way is what he was going to try to do. I thought it was going to look similar to a touchdown run on the last time because he was just about to make the cut when they broke through the line, and it absolutely was able to make that stop. Great defense right there by Lackawanna.
Second and 10.
109, this clock running now on Lew-Port. They got to hurry up. He got back to the line of scrimmage. I did not think so from my angle, but it's second and 10 regardless. Back in the shotgun, Benito, back the pass. Here comes the rush, and they get him. Swarming tackle and a nice sack there. Smalls was in on it, I believe. And Jaden Sweeney.
Lancers timeout.
And Lancers had to take another timeout, forced to here, Tom, with 51 seconds left. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back after these messages.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner.
All right, back live here. It's 3rd down and 18 after that big sack. And the Lancers are in trouble there. Look like moving up again. He's going to throw it up in the air. Way overthrows his man. That was Barber down there, and that play never had a chance. Overthrew him by 8 yards.
45 seconds remain.
So it brings up 4th down, and without a kicker.
20-yard line.
No, they do have a kicker.
Well,
they kicked the extra point,
yeah,
remember?
They've got David Kennedy, but what's his range, really? And
that I can't tell you, but they do have somebody that could kick, and who knows? Do you try it with?
He's out there. So Kennedy is out there, number 3 for Lew-Port, and they are going to try it here, I believe. It's going to be a...
Mark, we saw a 49-yard field goal last night by McDowell.
Well, Barber to hold for Kennedy here. This would be a 38-yarder, 37-yarder. We saw a 35-yarder last night in Lancaster. This one's up. Oh, he's got plenty of leg. It's up, and it is good. Oh, my. Count him from 20, let's see, 40. He's good from 45 yards. And a big 3 points there for Lew-Port. So they got something out of the drive, Tom, and that's the important thing.
Absolutely. That's huge right there. Boy, the kicker's coming up big so far up in Western New York. I mean,
I love it.
Like I said, last night, the field goal we saw, 49 yards, it actually hit the bottom of the bar and skipped over to get the 49ers. Oh, people went nuts. It was to finish halftime, too. It was the same spot as where that happened.
Shades of Trying to recall that kicker from the Bills back in the day. He hit a 60-yarder on the Super Bowl against Dallas. Well, it's a 12-10.
What do we, when we come to a game, what do we want to see all the time? We want to see a great game. And we're seeing exactly that. And I love the fact that, beforehand we talked to Lew-Port Porter, and they had a chip on their shoulder. They wanted to come out and prove that they are a good team this year that nobody is out here talking about. But what you had to do, you had to show it on the field. He said, now's the time we can show it on the field. They are doing exactly that. Love what they're seeing. And still, we knew this Lackawanna team, how good they were. And they're showing exactly how good they are, because I'll tell you, that defense, if it doesn't come up with that sack right there, it could have been 7 that would have been up on the board, not 3.
So it's Small and Perez back to receive this kickoff. They're standing up a little too far here. They're not respecting Mr. Kennedy's leg. What a great chance to put one over their head, maybe punch one through. Let's see. It's high. It's in the air. It's coming down. It's going to be Smalls, I believe. Smalls across the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and a nice return. A beautiful return with 32 seconds left. Now, if you're Lackawanna, maybe.
I don't know. I think, 32 seconds. Remember what I told you earlier? I said that for first downs, right, you got to stop the clock to move the chains. You got time to move up and down the field here a little bit. So let's see what happens. Let's see if they're going to, take the knee and try to go in with the lead, or do you try to do something with your quarterback right here?
I put the ball down at the 44-yard line, 32 seconds left, 12-10, Lackawanna out in front. Chance maybe to add to the lead before halftime. It's been a great game. It really has. It's been physical. We've seen some great plays individually. In the shotgun, waiting for it. Gojo back the pass. Look, spin move there. They're trying to pressure him. Gojo's going to step up, and now he better get out of bounds. And he does as he crosses midfield. Nice play there by the quarterback, and they're going to give him a first down. It looks well, it's close. 9-yard run.
But no matter what he does, what the smart thing is to get that clock to stop. We're now still 24 seconds left inside that half, still giving himself an opportunity. And what he's doing is, even by a run, even if you can get it so you can manageably throw the ball in the end zone to try to make something happen at the end of a half.
So officially second down and a yard for the first down. Confusion out there by that Steelers offense. Receivers bumping into each other. Now they take their positions. 2 out left, 1 out right. And a man in the backfield for some protection. Back to pass once again. Looking, throws, fires, has his man. 30-yard line. And Ronald caught it at the 35-yard line. Nice play there. Morris on the catch. Caught it at the 35, spun to the 33. They call timeout, 14 seconds left. And that was a rocket pass, Tom.
It really was, and found the open seam right there where he finds the open guy, makes something happen. I mean, now you're sitting here, what is he, at the 33? Is that where we're at?
Yes, sir.
33-yard line? Either way, you're still got a chance to make, I think, one more decent pass in there, right? That you can still get a thing where you can make this a very manageable shot at the end zone right here.
Or do you just take a shot at the end zone, period? You never know.
But you can make it much shorter, right? Much manageable for you. And remember, that shorter, manageable opportunity could either be by his legs then or by the arm, right? Because if that area opens up, or that A-gap middle opens up for him, and he sees an opportunity, and it's only going to be a 20-yarder to go after, it's an opportunity that he may be able to run it or throw it in for that touchdown.
12-10 our score with just 14 seconds left in this first half. A very entertaining first half here. As Lew-Port comes down here to Lackawanna with, as you mentioned, a chip on their shoulder. They worked hard all off-season long. And when it's the first game of the year, your players are hungry. They're sick of scrimmaging, practicing. They want to play, and they're proving it today. It's a good ball game.
Think about the off-season, too, all the weight room stuff, right? All the 7-on-7s, all the uppers camps. You get it now live.
Back the pass, look, quicks out, and he's going to be caught. Smalls on the catch. inside the 25-yard line, stepped out about 23 or so. Only burned 5 seconds, so here's your chance for the shot for the end zone.
I think you go one more. I think you got one more shot to the outside like that, and you make this more of a 15, 12-yard play right down there. I think you go one more to the outsides, right to the outside.
Well, let's see what they do here. 9 seconds left. Ball's officially spotted on the 23. Now the officials send them back to the huddle again. Now we're ready for play. So it looks like a Marshall moved over, and I thought maybe we could have a wildcat run here, but that would not make sense. So Marshall back in the shotgun. Smalls in motion. There's the snap. Smalls is open, wide open over the middle. He's going to throw it the other way, and he has his man. Touchdown! Touchdown to Jamar Davis. Just like that, Lackawanna comes back and scores on a beautifully executed drive.
More than enough time, right? It's exactly what it is. You got the quarterback. What have I been saying there, Mark? One of the most underrated guys here in Western New York. Has he proven it or what today?
Well, give him 9 seconds and he'll give you something to cheer about. 18-10 Lackawanna as they go for 2 here to try to get the 8-point lead. Or check that.
The 10-point lead and a 2-possession lead. That's how big this is. You can turn this right now into a 2-possession game.
Sure can. The snap. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to get into the end zone, and it counts. 2-point conversion is good. It's a 20-10 lead here with 3 seconds left.
You can say right now, Mark, the difference in this game is the sack that happened over here to stop that run. That stops the touchdown from happening, makes them put 3 up. Now they come down. It's all because since that sack has turned into a 2-possession game.
So for all intent and purposes, this will probably be the last play of the half, the kickoff. (20 to 10). Steelers out in front here. 30 first half points. And
what a tale of 2 quarters, right? Like we said, we've seen nothing but great offense here in this, and some big plays on the defensive side of the ball. We've seen here in the second quarter, and the first quarter we were wondering what we were going to see in this game when we had, 12. What'd you say? 12 flags is what we did.
12 flags in the first, 4 in this quarter, so not bad. Back to a 32 flag average here, but
that's still, you know what I mean?
That's an improvement.
They're going to try to squib this. Look at this.
They're going to squib kick this one here. Ball on the ground, no tee. Here for the kicker. And he's going to put his foot in it. It's free. Still a live ball. And bam, big knockdown there. And Timke spun around, and that's going to end the half. After 1 half of play, Lackawanna 20, Lew-Port 10. You're watching Western New York High School football on WesternNewYorkAthletics.com. We'll be right back.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home. Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
You're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation Transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call the Buffalo office to an efficient personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
Life can be full of surprises, but not always the good kind. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care, and we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
All right, back here at halftime, Lackawanna with the lead 20-10 over Lew-Port. What an exciting ball game.
Listen, a lot of things happened right in this game. First of all, we didn't know what to expect from Lewiston Porter, and we talked about it on the broadcast, and they really are living up to we're going to be a team that's going to be reckoned with this season, and we've got a line and things that are going to be there to help us stay in every single game that's out there. The freshman quarterback is a very poised quarterback, and I'll tell you, he's somebody that we're going to be talking about as years to come. Like what we've seen from him so far, you know, no doubt, legit what we've seen right here from them, and Marshall has just been great in that backfield for Lewiston Porter. Real happy what I've seen from them. You flip it on the other side. How about Lackawanna? I mean, Geschel is absolutely living up to what he's supposed to do and lead this team. The drive to finish the half absolutely proved it right there. He put the team on his shoulders, and they all delivered out there. This is a fun game. I think this is going to be a tale of two halves. We were a little worried about that first quarter because it was flag, 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 flag. But everything settled in real nicely, and we got ourselves a game right here.
And in the second half, you'd have to think maybe Lew-Port would try to open it up maybe a little bit more offensively. You know, Coach Derek Tracy said he'd love to pound Marshall the entire game. That's not going to work today. They're going to have to come up with something different, and that difference is number 10, Matt Barber.
Yeah, listen, no doubt, but it's also you don't want to put the entire game on the shoulders of a freshman quarterback. I get that, right? You're going to need to figure out different ways to get Marshall the ball. What I liked what they did is making sure you were actually doing some pitches to get out past that line right there, get into the open area on the outsides to make stuff happen. I think we got to see a little bit more runs designed like that where you can get him out quickly to get him into some open space, because you see when he gets into the open space, he is not an easy tackle. He is not someone you're going to take down easily, but you got to figure out a way to get him the ball out in that area.
After this game's done, you're not done as you pack up the gear and head out to Hamburg, right?
Yeah, I'll go out to Hamburg. Lockport will be the next game that we're going to do today, which should be another great one. Hamburg has been talking about their offseason is one of the best off seasons they've had in a long time. They've been in that weight room and loved hearing some of the different things you were hearing coming out of that weight room right there. They got a chip on their shoulder. They're very much like Lew-Port saying is, we've got some unfinished business. We didn't like what we finished last year. We got unfinished business. We want to get over to the stadium.
And we got another doozy. Pioneer goes to Depew. Tim Rozek's going to be over on that call with Joe Crossan. That's going to be a great game as well.
And again, Pioneer, we talk about every year as a great line, right? That's great wrestlers that come over to be the linemen right there. And they always translate into some great football for Pioneer. Depew last year had a great line. A lot of those guys were coming back. The difference there will be they're missing Carson Alberti. And that'll be the big thing is how do they pick up for that loss right there. And we'll learn a little bit about them too. So I'm really excited about the first weekend. It has been phenomenal. Like we said, we've done so many broadcasts so far already. 2 big broadcasts going into overtime. That Lakeshore Dunkirk game, for if you haven't seen that, like go check that out. What a game that was. Again, coming down to the very end. Lakeshore, another team, had 1 win last season, comes back, opens up the season with a win. They're ready to now take on the next step for them. And then for those of you who don't think Bennett is for real, they are not only for real, they are for real and more, and they're going to be a team that's going to go after a state championship.
Definitely. We'll be back with the second half here on WesternNewYorkAthletics.com. For Tom Prince, I'm Mark Johnson. We'll be right back.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are, how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
300 Level Media is a locally rated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
Hi, welcome back, everybody, to Lackawanna Field. The Lackawanna Steelers lead the Lewiston Porter Lancers 20-10 as we get ready to start the second half here. Lew-Port will get the ball first. Lew-Port kick return team went out on the field, but they're calling them back to the bench here, so we got a slight delay. And we had some players.
Oh, no, they're asking for, I think, 3 more minutes to be put back on the clock so that they can warm up.
Right, 3 more minutes, and yeah, that's something that happens a lot. But we had some players looking like a little worse for wear right here in front of us, the Lackawanna bench. A couple of players had to take their shoulder pads off, get some ice.
They're bringing out a ton more water right now.
They sure are.
It's, listen, it's hot. It really is, and this equipment is making it that much more. Now, think about it. This is, to be honest with you, they're probably glad this is a grass field, because if we're on a turf field, how much warmer is it actually on some of these turf fields out there? Like, we already know right now, we've got a crew that's going to be over at West Seneca right now, right? That has a 2 o'clock kickoff. That new field in West Seneca has got to have heat just coming off that thing right now.
Artificial turf, yes, is atrocious.
I mean, we're talking about, it's got to be pushing 90 degrees. I mean, it really, I don't know what the official temperature is.
84
84.
degrees,
Okay,
yeah.
so 84 is the official temperature, which means it's got to be over 90 down on a turf field.
You would think so, but there's the good news. You look out at the flag, and the flag is moving.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a breeze. It's not like it's standing still, so a little relief, but not much time.
Yeah, and that's what we've seen is, and you know what happens when, especially you didn't get, and listen, it's not necessarily fluids that you're getting in your system right now, right? If you're somebody out there. This need to be fluids in your system last night. This need to be fluids in your system the last couple days. That really is what's going to help you get through a game that's like this. It's not just pumping water in just before that game and thinking that you're going to be good for that game. This is something that goes on over a couple days to get yourself prepared, which is why and every coach says it and every coach preaches it. Drink water, drink water, drink water, because they know they need you out here for this game.
Exactly, and you just tipped me off because I'm drinking plenty of water the next 24 hours. I'm heading out to Nevada where it's triple-digit heat, and
yeah,
probably have to have my head examined, but it's...
the good news is I'm sure you're going to be inside in air conditioning more than you're going to be out in that heat.
And I was lucky enough to get a ticket for the Rams-Bills game, so I'm looking forward to that on Thursday. It's going to be a great event, and I'll get to see a chalk off a brand new stadium off my list, and SoFi Field, and
yeah, that stadium's incredible, huh?
But it's not enclosed. It's an open-sided stadium, and temperatures around 90 on Thursday.
It's still an incredible stadium. You know what I mean?
I can't wait to see it. So the kick return team out there for Lew-Port, and they need to take this ball and drive it down and score. There's no question about it. You're down 10. You get the ball first and start the second half. You got to do something with it.
No doubt. And they have been moving the ball. They have been very effective moving the ball. Like I said, is to me right now, the play of the game is that sack. Because that sack, what it did is it caused them not to be able to get the touchdown, right? Lew-Port not to get a touchdown. Plus, you gave yourself time on the clock to do something out there. And then you turned around what could have been a touchdown, you down, to now you up by 10 points. All because of what one sack went out there and did.
Good news for the Lackawanna club. Rashawn Handley, number 52, is back on the sidelines, and he's dressed and most likely rehydrated and should be ready to go here. So, I mean, bad enough we got 21 kids dressed. Can't lose anybody to heat right now, so he's back in the game on the sideline for the Steelers. So we're getting ready to kick this off. And what can we expect here? The average kickoff here is about 12 yards. I just can't believe someone else cannot kick the ball farther than that on this team, but here we go. And there's a kick. Try to surprise him with a kickoff there. That's Stasiak with it. Stasiak try to bangs his way across the 30-yard line, and they're going to stand him up at the 35, still on his feet. Tremendous effort there by the Lewiston Porter return man.
So, Mark, what does that tell you? That tells you those were designed, right? Those other kicks right there. because and we see a lot of it. We saw a lot of it, especially last year, where you're trying to put it into this, like, between the two levels right there. And what you're trying to do is to have a team not be aggressive and come up after the ball so that you come down there and a hit or something happens where you can actually recover the ball and make something happen. It is a design play that we see a lot here in Western New York.
1st and 10 for Lew-Port. They set up shop at their own 35-yard line. Here we go. The Lancers fighting toe-to-toe here with the Steelers, down 10. Benito under center, and he's going to be rolling out to the right side, and they're going to bring him down and start this second half off with a sack. A big sack. And we have, actually, we've got some 2 flags up near the 45-yard line. So they might have a defensive holding call coming up here. And there it is. A holding call against the Steelers.
So that'll negate that sack right there.
So officially, unofficially, I'm sorry. It's
okay.
They did it. 17.
They did it from. They didn't do it from the original line of scrimmage. They did it from where the sack was.
I don't understand that.
That should have been from the original line of scrimmage. Is where.
Well.
Did you see it? They walked it off from where the sack was.
Yeah, you got me on that one. Well, no, it's a 5-yard call. And the line of scrimmage was a 35.
Okay. The way they walked it off, though, they walked it off as a 10, though.
So it's 1st and 5 now, and almost in the backfield taking that ball away. What a great play that was by one of the Steeler linemen. And it's 51, I believe, and that is Joe Absidio with a nice play. He almost took the handoff.
They are all this line is starting to take over here on the defensive line. I mean, that's 2 plays in a row where there are 3 guys sitting in that backfield right now.
Seville with a nice play there, and they lost a yard, so it's second down and 6 here after that penalty. Back in the shotgun, Benito, and they get him to jump again. Another penalty. This one's going to go against 51 in Steeler blue. That's we just mentioned his name, Joey Zale.
Let's just hope the third quarter is not going to mimic what we saw in the first quarter right here.
So Ace Vito takes 5. That's going to bring the ball up right near the sticks. It should make it second down and 1, less than 1. I'll call it second 1 here for the Lancers. Boy, this is a huge drive, Tom. You don't get any bigger. You have to answer your opponent. After giving up a late touchdown at the end of the first half, you got to come right back down and score. Sets the tone for the second half if you could do so. Under center, Benito. And he tries a quarterback sneak, and they push him forward from behind. He'll get the first down, and they'll move the chains.
We got some score updates for you as Freeman for West Seneca West has a 59-yard run. Touchdown is now up 12-6 over North Tonawanda in Q1. We've also got a score that comes from the Wilson CSP game. CSP is up 14-0 over Wilson.
Well, there's an injury to one of the big offensive linemen that you were talking about, A.J. Bax. Hobbling over there, the junior. They had to help him off. And he is on the sideline on her bench right now, so we're going to keep an eye on him. He's a junior, 5'9", 175-pounder. So let's see who went in to replace him. Never like to see anyone hobble off the field like that, but they got him off the field quickly. He's way over on the other side there. A hot one here in Lackawanna today. 84 degrees. Slight breeze, thankfully. First down, high snap, goes over Benito's head. He's going to pick, no, he's just going to fall down on it. I thought for a second he might try to pick it up, but thought better of it.
And did the right thing. That's what you do. You land on that thing. Because that's the last thing you want to do is have a possible turnover down here. If you give Lackawanna the opportunity to take over the ball right here, you could be talking about the game getting away from you. It's very smart job there by the freshman quarterback.
Huge loss, though, brings up second down and about 26 to go.
Second and 26 with the ball on the 31-yard line.
They need to get to their 44 of Lackawanna for a first down. So they're going the wrong way here on this important second half drive. Back to pass. Looks going to launch it up. Oh, he had his man. He was hooked down there, but no call. He had Matt Barber. Barber looked like he might have had some contact on there, but either way, it's incomplete.
Yeah, hard to tell. It was, whether you have that stop and go type thing, but he looked like he was about to break away for something that could have been big.
So it makes it third down and a country mile here for the Lewiston Porter Lancers. Had a beautiful day yesterday, Tom, not a cloud in the sky. And then today, not bad as well, but tomorrow the rain coming back into Western New York.
That's right. Aren't we just going to sit in and watch all the games that we missed there? And I could use it to do that, right?
Yeah.
Right? You can go to Western New York Athletics, watch all the games.
Back to pass, but looks, going to throw it up, launches it up, looking for Cornello, and he could not come down with it.
He actually broke that up, if you think about it, right? That could have easily been an interception right there. He actually knocks it down. I think he does a good job. What we saw Hall do in the first half, if you remember, have to play a little defense as the receiver.
So it brings in Quentin Walton and does a little bit of everything for this Lew-Port team. He's going to be back to punt. And Smalls is going to go back there with number 5, Alexander Hall, to receive. So Hall's going to be his blocker. Actually, now they're going to send them both back there. So Walton has the punting chores for Lew-Port with 8:06 left in this third quarter. That drive started out all right and then just backfired on him. And now a late player coming running in. They didn't have enough men in there. And Lancers had to take time out. We'll take time out as well. We'll be right back after these commercial messages.
With exclusive buyer insights and our 100% money-back guarantee, we're confident we'll find buyers for your home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective pediatric care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
All right, back live here for a fourth down punt attempt. Walton puts the foot to the ball. It's going to drive Smalls back to his 26-yard line. Smalls tries to make a move, crosses the 30, 35, and they dump him down at the 37-yard line. That was a nice tackle by Matt Skursky. Came up number 89, and now Smalls is down. Smalls, one of the long ball threats for the Steelers team, and he's worse for wear down there. He's still on, sat down there at about the 38-yard line. And they're looking at maybe a cramp, it looks like, possibly.
Yeah, once you see normally that stretch come out, like where they get that leg up in the air and try to stretch it, normally is, when we see something cramping went out.
We had 4 or 5 Jamestown players go off with cramps last night. Really stalled the game a while, but
yeah, we saw it. We saw a ton. I mean, 4 or 5 was what I saw within minutes down in the McDowell Bennett game, and And that's some of what we talked about with how Bennett left their heart and soul out in the field. I mean, you can just see how gassed some of the players were just from the heat and the cramping and all the other things that were coming up into play. And most people you would see would have easily tapped out or given up or, given you a reason why they can't go out in the field. And there wasn't one player who did it. And I just can't say enough about what I saw with that Bennett team. But I am sure it was all over Western New York. Like I said, I got a chance to talk to my own son who was out there in the clearance, and he kept saying this, Dad, I was gassed. I couldn't believe. He goes, everybody was making fun of how I was breathing because it was just so much as far as heat and how it was affecting me out in the field.
So they brought out a 10 here on the Lackawanna sideline. Thank you. Awesome. That's some water up here, and that's exactly what we need. And they're still working on Smalls. They're finally going to try to get him up on his feet. And he very gingerly makes his way to the sideline. To a nice hand from the crowd. Nice crowd on hand here today, Tom. Coming out here, of course, in this hot weather, but it's the first game of the year and good support.
Well, first game of the year, and not only is it first game of the year, but there's a lot of, positive things right now going on with this team. Like there's right now big hopes that Lackawanna's got a team right now that's going to do something special this year.
So it'll be 1st and 10, the ball at the 37-yard line for the Steelers. And one would think, if possible, touchdown drive here really put the screws to this Lancers team. Mitchell back in the shotgun once again for the Steelers. Takes the snap. They're going to hand it off. And that is, I believe, Friths. Check that. That was Perez on the carry. Jeremy Perez with that run.
Second down, 6 to go.
Picked up 4.
On the 41-yard line.
Looking over at that Lew-Port bench over across the way. Appears everyone is standing up over there. Lackawanna's slowing it down right now with that 10-point lead.
Get that clock, just keep that clock rolling right there.
The snap, there's a quick throw and the completion on the far left flat. Good room, plenty of room down there, and pulled out of bounds. And a nice catch there by Alexander Hall. He caught the touchdown earlier in the first half.
Nice quick out. Just keep moving the chains, right? Keep the clock rolling, doing all those things that you want to do right now. With a 10-point lead, that clock is in your favor, and you just want to keep taking it down.
No question about it at all. So the ball placed right down at about the 37-yard line.
And at the same time, give your defense a rest, right? Both teams want to do everything they can to have some sort of extended drives to keep their defense right now on the sideline resting and hydrating.
Exactly. One man in the backfield, 2 receivers out left, 1 out right. Takes the shotgun snap, and he's going to look. He's got his man open, and there he is. That's Alexander Hall. They spin him down around the 31-yard line or so. Nice pick up there. Keep that clock running. It's 6 minutes now and running here. It's third quarter.
But Alexander Hall coming up big, right? I mean, this is the second big catch we've seen.
Picked up 8, I believe, on that pass and catch there. So it's going to be second down. Call it a short 3. Dickinson, number 20, checks out of the game for the Steelers. Chell says something to his wide receiver on the far side. That's a Terrell Morris. He's got some good speed as well. The snap and rolling out to the left side. It's an option play. Looks like he's going to just take off with it. He will. And he forced him out or run. And now a late flag comes down, and it looks like we might have a holding call, I think, on Smalls. Smalls contained his man out there, Tom, and I think he held on to him just a bit long.
No, that's going the other way. They're pointing the other way right now.
Well, let's see. We still haven't seen a signal yet. No, it's against Lackawanna. Sorry about that, Tom. So after the run, the penalty being assessed against the Steelers.
So we're back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, actually, yeah, back to the initial line of scrimmage, I guess, if you want to say that. Either way, it's a penalty. Seen plenty of those today.
I didn't see the signal. And I was looking for the head judge. I didn't see the signal come from what it was.
Yeah, from Ken Harris. So the call, I was blocked out as well by a player or two. 2nd down and 2 for Lackawanna. And they're going to give the ball on the ground and banged up and stuffed back around the 35-yard line. A host of Lew-Port players dropping Perez for a loss.
Big defensive stop right there for Lew-Port. It's what they've waited. We haven't seen that in the second half yet. So the first time that defense really comes up big, especially on 3rd down, what you're trying to do is to make this, not a manageable 4th down. No doubt we're going to see them go for this. They're in the zone that they're going to go for, so they're in 4th down territory right here. So you want to make sure that you're not giving them a very short 4th down opportunity.
3rd down and call it a short 7 here for the Steelers. A huge play for this Lew-Port defense coming up right here. Try to stay in this game. Low snap, back the pass, pressure, and they get him finally. They
called it dead.
They
called it dead.
In the grasp, but the old in the grasp rule, it's called. Some good strength there from.
He broke out. He was going to break out of that and saw open space too.
Officially a sack, so that's a 9-yard sack, I believe.
But back-to-back plays right here by Lew-Porter's defense right here. Can they come up big one more time right here? Get the ball back. You do that, you can give yourself some decent field position and still keep the score where it is. Can make this a game still, Mark.
Check that. It was a 4-yard loss on that sack. So it's 4th down and 12. Ball at the 41-yard line. And needless to say, this is another huge play here for the Lancers. On defense, they need a stop. Lew-Port not out of this game, just down by 10. And they wind that clock up, and now another flag down here in the secondary.
Another score update coming from CSP Wilson. Wilson has put points up on the board as CSP leads Wilson 14-6 now. No, now another score, 21-14 is actually where we are in that one. I apologize. That's CSP Wilson, 21-14.
So they mark another one off against the Steelers, and now they're going to punt.
West Seneca West leading 18-6 over North Tonawanda.
Jake Quarantillo waits for that ball to come through, and he gets it, goes to his knee, and they're going to knock that down immediately at the 19-yard line. So Lew-Port dodges a bullet, and with 2:36 left in this 3rd quarter, it's going to get another chance here.
The ball on the 18-yard line.
Good defensive stop for the Lancers. Now they back the ball up to the 18-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 18. And I got to tell you, Tom, I was one of the many that thought this Lew-Port team might be a little weak this year, but guess what? Hold the phone.
Listen, and I love when someone proves me wrong like that, right? I want a kid out there to prove me wrong anytime that happens. And Lewiston Porter, you're doing it out here as a team today.
Fun team to watch. Benito is going to get stuffed and sacked. Back at the 12-yard line, they got him. The freshman went down, nowhere to go. And I believe that was number 55. That's your buddy Sunday.
Sunday looks like Sammy was in there also. Either way, I'll tell you, so far in the third quarter, it's been about the defensive lines. Both these defensive lines are getting huge access in there and coming up with some big plays to be able to sack the quarterback or to make sure it's a negative run out there. But right now, you're seeing the defensive lines absolutely step up.
Second down and about 15 to go. 5-yard loss on that sack. Benito's going to put it up for Barber, and he missed it by half a yard. So they tried one there, and Barber's going to come out of this game. Landed awkwardly down there around the 47-yard line or so. Takes his helmet off. He looks to be okay, probably just winded. And it's third down. The Lew-Port time just can't get it going.
Yeah, well, again, just missing spots out there is what it is. Oh, look at this. We got one of the best cameramen in the business who just got here in Lackawanna. Mario Hall here joins us, one of our Western New York athletics guys.
Third down and 16 for the Lancers. Pressure on the quarterback now. Back to pass, looks, scrambles, and they're going to wrap him up again. Another big sack. Right down near the goal line. And now they're going to have to try to punt their way out of this, and Lackawanna should come up with great field position here. As
the Ikanahu brothers are just showing their stuff today. If it's not Sunday, it's Sammy. It's Sunday. Sunday comes up big again right here.
Sunday comes up big on Saturday.
I'll tell you, and Sunday, we could be talking about playing on Sundays. I'm going to tell you, that's how good this kid really looks. But I'll tell you, let's hope he gets a chance to be able to play and show his talents on Saturdays, because I'll tell you, this kid is getting the real deal and really has the presence out there that we may be talking about him playing at the next level.
So it's Quinn Walton back to punt here for Lew-Port. Highstead, no, there was movement before the snap. That's going to cost them half the distance to the goal line. Actually, that wouldn't have been a bad punt either. He punted it away from Alexander Hall, who's back there with, I believe, Smalls to return this kick.
Hey, listen, this is a dual threat back here, right? You got speed on both sides here. Look at where they're standing. They're standing at the 35-yard line. They don't get this. I mean, not even a return right here, and you're going to get incredible field position.
There's no doubt about it, Tom. Now, but this is the part of the game I used to love. I would send everybody I had in.
Well, and listen, especially what we've seen so far from the defensive line, I'd be sending the house too.
They get it off. Oh, it's a script kick. It's going to come and bounce out of bounds, and actually it's going to go out of bounds at the 32-yard line. All being said, done. I'd take that if I was the Lew-Port, but.
Listen, we knew no matter what they did, it was going to be good field position here for Lackawanna, which is exactly what we see out here. And you're giving here a quarterback who's done some nice things here an opportunity to put more points up on the board.
35 seconds away from a scoreless third quarter here. But Lackawanna now with a great chance at their own at the Lew-Port 32-yard line.
But it has just been amazing how every quarter has kind of had its own theme to it. Have you seen that? Really has been something different every quarter, which has been what's so interesting about this game.
So Davis in motion. Gocho looking. He's going to go long. Has this man. It's Hall. And, in and out of his hands. And now a late penalty flag comes in.
Now, this is going to be interesting. Is this going to be offensive passing interference? Did you see the push-off right there at the very end? I won't be surprised they do. Let's see.
Got the old Michael Irvin call?
Yep, offensive passing interference. That's what the call is. Very late, you saw Hall tried to get separation, did a push right there, and that's what the call is.
So a good call there by the official. Probably the best call of the day, I would say. And got some lively fans down in front of us.
Listen, there is not a game we go to that fans aren't lively. I'll tell you that.
Especially in basketball.
It is one thing when you're going to a Bills game and you get passionate. It's another thing when you come to your kids' game and you're passionate. That passion comes out even more. So
sure does. So we'll mark it off back to the 46-yard line. That's a huge penalty, 15-yarder. So it's going to be first down. Repeat the down and first and 25. In my books. Let's see. Rochell's going to look. It's going to flip it over to Alexander Hall and looked like a little high on the face mask up there, but maybe that was around the high in the uniform. They brought him down, picked up a couple.
You know what? The first thing I would look at, Mark, is see what the reactions of the player with. If there was something he felt was wrong, he'd let you know it, and he doesn't come up and tell us that, it looked like there was anything wrong out there. So, and it's tough, too, where we are. That's at the other side of the field, unfortunately. But, listen, we got ourselves a game, folks. It's exactly so far a tale of quarter to quarter to quarter, but let's see how this one's going to play out.
After 3 quarters of play, 20-10, Lackawanna out in front. You're watching Western New York High School here on the Western New York Athletics.com network.
Western New York Immediate Care's new location open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When you're ready to buy a home, start your search at howardhanna.com. You'll be the first to see new listings, find similar properties, and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
All right, back live here at Lackawanna Field, 20-10. Start the 4th quarter up, and here we go. Second down and 25 for this Lackawanna offense.
Oh, again, that was another snap he wasn't expecting.
Through, did not see it, and he's nailed after he throws it, and it's intercepted. This one's going to count. Intercepted down there by number 37, I believe. That's Lam Tipke. Tipke's had a pretty good game here, and he gets a pick, and they needed that one. First of all, the snap came before the quarterback was ready. He recovered nicely and then threw it through the middle, and Tipke just stole it away from the receiver. What a great pick.
That's by the second time we've seen that too, right? And both times we saw Geschel actually, not be fazed by it happening. But then you saw, boy, that hit. That was I was getting worried about the hit right there that happened, and then again the interception. But boy, so far the second half, these defensive lines, both sides, have just come up big. I mean, they are getting access to the quarterback. Both teams are doing it and really putting pressure on both sides to try to make that quarterback do something that they don't want to do.
So Lew-Port gets the turnover. Their second one of the day. They had a pick call back, and now we got a penalty here before the start of the game. It looked like the man in motion, Corey Timke, the other Timke brother. No, actually it's a delayed game, so that hurts. Coming off a turnover. So that's going to cost Lew-Port 5. Boy, they're not shy with the laundry today, Tom.
No, we've got to be somewhere in the low 20s
low
right
20s,
now.
Yeah, around 22, 23 flags. A little ridiculous, actually. But what are you going to do? $20-10 our score. Lew-Port going the wrong way again. They're getting a chance to get back in this game. Now there's the same play. Finally going to run it. Jet sweep. Timke left side. Looks, turns, gets the first down. Gets out of bounds around the 41-yard line and move the sticks. And now Timke's slow to get up over there. But he's hobbling.
Around the 40-yard line.
Not a first down. You can see they remember the penalty.
My mistake.
So they
mistake.
they just have about 8 yards is look from here, 7 yards.
7 yards, yes sir. My bad on that. 2nd and 7 for Lew-Port. Well, those penalties are costly, Tom.
Yeah,
a nice developing play
think
there.
about it. We've seen it as a big theme today. But it is something I think a lot of coaches, expect, and it'll be something that both of these coaches are going to work on trying to clean up.
Tell that to the Bennett Tigers. Back to pass, looks, throws, puts it up high in the air. Going to have to try to come back for it and make. Oh, he almost had it. It was a great try there. The ball was wobbly in the air, and it was intended for number 37. That's Liam Timke, the other Timke brother. And I got another flag down. And we had an illegal man downfield, so that's going to cost the Lancers another 10, I believe. Boy, oh boy. It's a shame. That ball was launched up high in the air, and it was up for grabs.
Well, you saw there was a height advantage there, for Lew-Port, and I think that's what they were trying to see if he could go up over the top right there, but wasn't able to. And now you're talking about another penalty. Fortunately, it was only a 5-yarder right there. But you're still talking about putting yourselves in, tough spots that you keep having to overcome.
Well, 2nd down and 12 here for Lew-Port. The snap. And he fires it up there for grabs once again. And, turning the wrong way, Corntello. And he just missed catching that down that sideline. That would have been a great play.
Boy, those linemen are going at each other.
They really are.
You want to talk about a battle in the trenches, man. It's happening today, and you really see them going back and forth. You know what I like what we're seeing right now for Lackawanna? You see how they're trying to give guys a rest. They got guys coming in and out. They're doing a very, very good job of subbing right now to try to give those big guys some rest and a breather, especially in this heat that we keep talking about.
Big Joe Kinsley just checked in, number 67, the 290-pounder. The snap, the quick toss. Corntello makes a move, and Smalls comes up, and I got to get Smalls on a high tackle. Smalls are up around the neck area. And that one, I don't know, is a little high, but I got to tell you. No, they're going to call against Lew-Port. Everything going wrong for the Lancers. And if you're smart, you decline.
Yeah, well, look where the flag is. The flag is up towards the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're going to move him back and give him another down. So we'll take the yardage here.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought that was a clean tackle. I mean, high or not, he still was up around the shoulders. I thought that was a good tackle by him.
They back that ball all the way up to the 28-yard line. They'll place it down, and it is 3rd down and a mile again. 3rd and at least 19 here.
3rd and long.
Definitely the most we've seen Lew-Port throw on consistent plays right here.
Well, they have to. They're pinned in. Back to pass once again. Benito's going to put it up. Why not? That's Barber, and Barber. The ball goes incomplete. Barber almost came up with another circus catch. And that should bring out Quinn Walton to punt, and it will. So they'll be punting it back to the Steeler Ball Club.
No, they're definitely going to be punting. There's no way you go for this this spot on the field.
Now, the only thing I can think of, would be a possible fake, but it's a long way to go.
Again, your team is playing real well. To me, I don't know if you want to give any opportunity to Lackawanna in a very short field and think that they can't put points up on the board.
4th and 19 here with 10:13 remaining. The snap, and Walton gets away a nice high kick. And it's fumbled, muffed down there, and a great play. 19 there, Corey Timke, one of the Timke brothers. Went down there and made a nice play after the muff on the kick. Or the punt, excuse me. So put the ball down at the 30, and that's where the Steelers will set up shop. 1st and 10 from their own 30.
Mark, if I'm Lackawanna, I really believe I'm going to try to start getting as much of this clock down as I can. I'm going to just use the run to my advantage right now and just try to see if I could get one of those drives to take as much as time off that clock as possible.
Exactly. I'm going to work that clock. And there's only one way to do it, and that's to hand the ball off, and they do so on this 1st down. Carrying a nice run there. Number 21 is running and running hard, and that is Shamar Ware. So Ware comes up off the bench with his first carry of the game. It's a doozy.
I like the call, and obviously you see right now, look at some of the big guys for Lewiston Porter are not out there right now.
No.
Look at the defensive line, right? Not the same guys, so they're obviously doing the same thing, trying to mix guys in and out. Now's the time to run the ball and use that A-gap right now, trying to go up the gut behind your lineman.
Without a doubt. And once again, the handoff. This time it's Thrift, excuse me. And they get another nice gainer of 7 yards. 7 yards, 8 yards a clip. Nothing wrong with that time.
And again, look at it. We've already seen time. We already had a minute come off the clock right now on this drive. Here comes the bigs now. See that? We've seen 2 bigs now come back in the game.
Right.
Obviously, Lewiston Porter trying to give their guys a break at the same time.
Parker Vaughn back in the game, number 75.
So now you could see is, right, you may test up the middle, right, because I thought you had an advantage with your line. Now maybe if you don't feel you have that advantage, now get something to where you want to get to the outsides, right? Some sort of pitch, some sort of thing to get to the outside quick again.
And the handoff, and almost losing the handoff, was Perez, but he spins forward, gets the 1st down, keeps that clock moving after they move the chains, of course. They'll be stopped temporarily. Perez with a nice run. And just what the doctor ordered here for Lackawanna. The Steelers running the ball and running the clock.
Yep, this is exactly what we talked about, right? And I think this truly right now is your recipe for success for Lackawanna to finish this one off.
No question about it. Ball right at the 40-yard line, 1st and 10.
With just over 8 minutes remaining in the game.
Ketchel takes a look at the Lew-Port defense, but pretty much know what's coming here. And there's the handoff. Perez being chased down, but it gets the outside. Shows that speed. Perez down the corner. He's going to take it to the goal line. Touchdown! Lackawanna. That could be the final dagger here. What a run by Perez. Jeremy Perez, the junior, flew down the right sideline, broke it, and got to the pay dirt.
I promise you, Coach wasn't sending us the plays so that we knew about him when we were gone. But it was exactly what you needed to do. You had an advantage with your line. You went right up the middle with some great runs. Then they bring in those D tackles to combat what was going on. You get the ball to the outside, and now your speed takes over, and here you are able to put points up on the board. Great job and great call plays right there by Lackawanna.
40-yard touchdown run for Perez, and now they're going for 2. The snap, and now it's Gochel going to keep it, and it's in the end zone. 2-point conversion converted.
For the 2-point conversion, that makes the score 28 Steelers over Lancers 10.
28-10 our score. And if you hear something in the background, it could be nails going down in the coffin here. as we're down to our last 7:54 of this ballgame.
But you know what? I still want to give this Lew-Port team some props. This is going to be a good team this year, and this is going to be a team that's going to get better and better as the year goes on. One, because of that line. Two, because you're going to have a quarterback that's going to get more acclimated to the system, is going to get better, and better as the year comes on. I like what this team's going to bring. They got a great running back to boot. Like I said, we're going to hear more and more about this Lew-Port team, which I'm excited about. But we talked about it coming into this game. Lackawanna was one of the teams I felt was one of the best inside this division right here. And now you're starting to see the line and the things come to fruition. But I really like this team, and they're showing exactly why they're as good as they are, because they can do it from so many different things. It's not a one-dimensional team. It's not a team that is just able to run the ball, right? They can pass, they can run, they can play defense. They are a full team. I really enjoy this Lackawanna team.
So once again, a ball on the ground with no tee here. So another quick attempt here going to come up for the kicking team. Stepping forward and just punching it in the air. Nicely done, and then falling on it nicely there was Corntiello for the Lancers. So they got the ball in decent shape. And Mario Hall checking out here. Good to see you, Mario. And
so now, so if I'm Lew-Port, right, what am I trying to do? I want to put points up on the board, right? I want some sort of positive drive right here. I want to make sure I clean up some of those penalty flags right here that we were seeing that really has cost some of them in that third and fourth quarter right here. Make this something positive to build off right now.
Did I hear a little bit of that downstate accent there?
Oh, you always hear it. Certain words I say, you'll always pick it up. People will pick it up. In fact, there are some people that ask me to say words because they know it's going to come out when I say it. So, especially when I say orange.
Well, 1st and 10 for Lew-Port. And going to flip a little pass there. Nice completion. Pilzak, and he picks up 8 yards. And another flag. So we got another holding call, I believe. They just can't get anything going, Tom. It hurt them in the first quarter, and it's hurting them here in the fourth.
Looks like they're picking it up.
Yeah, they're going to pick up the flag. Well, that's nice of them. Only been 23 others that they didn't pick up.
Mark says that's nice of them.
I could have said something else, but I didn't want to. I enjoy doing games for you guys, so I don't. So they pick up the flag. We've got bees inside here. And, well, they stopped the clock for the flag.
It's going again.
It is going. So Lew-Port loses about 15 seconds there. Finally, they snap it, pitch it, and Marshall has nowhere to go. They slam Marshall down, and a loss of 3 or 4. And that was Shamar Ware coming up, the two-way player for the Steelers.
Shows he can run the ball, right? They ran the ball first, then comes up there with a big tackle. And what they did real well there was stopping him from getting to the outside. That's been where Lew-Port's success come, right? Get to the outside, get past those defensive tackles, defensive ends. And the minute they did that, something special happens. But this was a big stop right there to stop that from happening.
That brings up 3rd down and 8 for Lew-Port, and they are running out of time in this ball game. Will they launch one up? They've got trips out to the right, one man out to the left. Waits for the snap. Back the pass. Looks, they scramble around. They've got another holding call from behind, but he's going to try to get out of bounds. Oh, and then he's horse collar tackled down there. A rough tackle, another holding call against Lew-Port. And they are just getting beat up front, and that's why obviously you're holding there, Tom. But whoa, you're talking a lot of weight up there.
Hey, you know what? The one thing you saw at halftime, right, was Lackawanna went off into the shade. And we saw tons of water come out, tons of different things. Obviously, what they've done is a good job in the second half is substitute real well, because we've seen the substitutions come in and out of the line. They've got these guys hydrated, make sure that they were actually getting some water in them, because we haven't seen many problems from Lackawanna for the Heat inside the second half.
So they mark this ball back to the 15-yard line, so they're going to replay the down. 3rd down and another country mile here. 25 yards to go. They have to get all the way out to the 40 for a first down. And they might be licking their chops here at that defensive line for the Steelers. They want another sack. Snap. Back pass. Here they come. There goes the ball. It's free, and it's recovered by Lackawanna. That's going to do it.
And that was Sunday, doing it again on Saturday. He came in. Nobody got him. Hits hard right there. Gets the fumble to happen. But, boy, here it is. These guys have come up big. This line here from Lackawanna is for real.
They sure are. That big turnover there. Actually, it's Lackawanna's first turnover of the game. First takeaway of the game here, I should say. And they put the ball at the, let's see, the 12-yard line. And they're just 12 yards away from just running this thing right out.
And now, like I said, I'm going to look right at the deep tackles right here for Lew-Port. You can see it's a smaller one.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm going probably with Ware right up the middle. I'm doing something right up the gut right here, try to get this right in.
You got Threes back there as well. It's Ware with the carry. Ware inside the 10, down to the 5. And it was a nice tackle there by Alfred Huff. Came up. He's one of the new players that are in there, number 7.
Same thing. You got a line right now that you feel that you've got the advantage from. You got to just keep going behind that line.
5 to go.
And coming off the field slowly.
That's Sammy.
For the Steelers, yeah, it's Sammy.
But again, I think this is this is just right now a substitution thing, right? Substitute. Keep my guys fresh. Keep them going.
The snap, and they give to Ware. Ware dances straight ahead. Touchdown. Touchdown, Steelers. They made it look easy. A 2-play scoring drive, 12 yards.
Right up the middle.
And Ware does the job and gets it done. A 5-yard touchdown run for Shamar Ware.
5:04 left on the clock as the Steelers take a 34-10 lead over the Lancers.
And that should just about do it here.
You know, I think, like I said, for the last 5 minutes, if I am Lew-Port, what I'm going to try to do is just something positive, right? Build off something, get ourselves ready for practice during the week, get ready for something as far as the season going forward. What do I want to work on? Because I do think there are a lot of positives in the game that they're going to try to take away from.
Throw it for the 2 and getting it through the air. They did it through the ground. No, out of bounds off the back end line there. Boy, that was a close play. Smalls came up with it, but was out of bounds. So it's a 6-point play. So it's a 34-10 game here with 5:04 remaining. Let's take a quick break here, and we'll be right back after these commercial messages.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
I'm back live here at Lackawanna Field. All Steelers in this one. They've taken command. A 24-point lead, 34-10 as they get ready to kick it off. Back to Lew-Port here. Mark Johnson along with Tom Prince for this final 5 minutes time. And it can't come fast enough here for the fans and the heat-weary players.
It's warm. We're not going to lie to everybody. It's hot out there.
Squib kick, another puncher Rooney. And it's taken by one of the up man, and that's a nice play there, Nathan Helgash. So Helgash tries to give a little spark to that offense as they'll come back out again.
Good field position, something to build off of. Like I said, what we're trying to do right here, if you're Lewiston Porter, get my freshmen more acclimated, get my freshmen to do some even more things offensively, and get ready for what's going to be, 7 more games that are in front of us.
So I thought possibly we might see the senior Luke Barber come off the bench, but no, they're going to stay with Benito. Mason Benito has been pressured and sacked in this half.
I think you got to get, you're using this as practice time. This is still valuable time to get your kids ready.
Just dominating up front has been this Lackawanna defensive line. They're going to hand it off to Marshall. He plows his way ahead. Marshall keeps those legs churning. He is strong. That's one thing. You're not going to get cheated with him when you give him the ball.
Yeah, he's not an easy tackle, I'll tell you that. Somebody's down right here.
Yeah, but I think that's not Sunday. I think it's the brother.
I think it's Sammy, yeah.
Yep, Sammy might be down. And
Yeah,
he
he's
is
down.
hurting. So now we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here to Lackawanna Field after these messages.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and and we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
We realize now more than ever is the perfect time to have the perfect house. We're confident we'll find your dream home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
All right, back live here, Lackawanna Field, 34-10, all Lackawanna here as we're trying to kill off this last 4:49 of the game. Coach Derek Tracy sticking with his freshman, Mason Benito. Back in the shotgun has Marshall to his right side. Gets the snap. Here comes the rush again. He gets away from one. Now he's going to launch it in the air, looking for Corntiello. And now a flag drawn down there. And actually, I thought he came up with a catch.
They did. They're saying it's a catch. Now what we'll see is
Did he
who
push
the
off?
interference is going to get called on.
Is it a payback call? Let's see.
They're moving the sticks already.
It's going to be interference against Lackawanna, so they'll pick up that flag. Give him the catch. Nice play there by Jake Cortiello, the 5'9" junior. Came up with a nice play.
That's interference on the Steelers. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 with the ball on 20.
Tucker Swearingen in the center now. Number
And
66.
here we're going to see a timeout called here by Lackawanna. They were trying to get players in and out right there and didn't get them in and out fast enough, so that's why they called timeout. So, but like I said, this is something positive right here, right? You leave your guys right now, and especially a freshman, he doesn't have tons of games under his belt right now on the varsity level. You're trying to get him right now some snaps and some plays against a very good defense so that he can get ready for what's going to be some big games coming up for them.
And my argument is, though, Tommy's had this whole 3.5 quarters of worth of snaps. Why take a chance on an injury? He's been beaten down in this half. Bring in your senior quarterback to mop up here. But I understand what you're saying.
Because you don't get practice time like this. That's the reason why. I mean, you think about it. You've been to practices, right? How many times are you really seeing a bang bang go out there that I'm running for my life right here to try to get out plays that I've got to be able to still do that I'm not going to be able to mimic in practice. So, like I said, when it comes up is when an injury happens. That's when everybody goes, "Why'd you leave him in there?" Right? But in this instance, I do like that they're getting this, getting him as many snaps as they possibly can right now.
Well, it's first down and 10. Here we go. In the shotgun, gets a snap, looks. He's going to throw one up in the air, and it's Quentin Walton, and Walton, the intended receiver. That's a great defensive play there. Walton was open for a second, but the defender came back and made a nice play.
Yeah, it was a great play defensively. I agree. Did a good job of knocking it down. Realized he wasn't going to make the catch. Made sure he knocked it down right there. Great job. But again, with all the passing now, right, and an incomplete pass, that clock keeps stopping right here.
Agonizing. 4:13 remaining. Of course, Lew-Port wants to try to cash in another touchdown. At least get a little bit of confidence before they get on the bus, that long bus ride back to Lewiston, New York. And now, throwing it up in the air. That ball's loose. Oh, it comes out. It's completed. And now the flag comes out late. Well, take a guess what that's going to do. We got a tripping call.
Oh, sorry.
The old-fashioned
I saw the
Conrad Doble trip.
Loss of 15 on the play.
So that's a 15-yard penalty after a completion. Wow. So we'll mark that off against the Lancers, and we're up probably I would say safely in the mid-20 range for flags today. Coming up on your 32 mark here. We still got plenty of time. We got 4:02 left. That's a time for at least 6-7 more calls.
Bite your tongue.
No, I'm just going from what I see for the averages. We're still on pace for a 32 flag game, and this one is going to really hurt.
Because remember, it's the spot of the fouls where they're going for this one.
The spot of the foul brings the ball back to the 40-yard line.
Oh, my. So it's second down and 30. Woo. Ball's on the 40. They got to get to the 10.
25 with the ball on the 40-yard line. 3:44 left to play.
The pitch out, right side, Marshall, across the 40, 35, 30, 20, 15. Marshall lowers his shoulder and makes a man pay down there. Dickinson came up for the tackle. Marshall ran hard. I like the way this kid runs.
Absolutely. He wanted that first down, and he went right there for it. I mean,
just missed it. Just about 2 yards short. That was a great run. 28-yard scamper for Jim Marshall. A 5'11", 190-pound senior lowered his shoulder to finish that run off, and I love seeing that. A lot of backs usually just try to get out of bounds. Not Mr. Marshall. He stays in the game as well. And now we got Quinn Walton lined up outside here on the right side, along with Timke. Marshall gets the ball instead. Marshall trying to make a move on someone over there on the far side. Picked up a couple yards. He got the first. Unbelievable. Don't give up, right?
That's exactly it. And build off something positive, right? Would we talk about something that Lew-Port needed to do for the success of the run? Get their runner to the outside, and they've done that the last couple plays, and what have they been? Successful plays for them.
Inside 3 minutes now, as Lew-Port tries to cash in on a long drive here. Benito under center. Takes the snap, hands it off. Marshall right side. Marshall cuts back inside, still on his feet, bangs his way inside the 5, down to the goal line. Touchdown! James Marshall, and it's a James Marshall show. Hard running from the senior running back.
Great
I like
job.
it.
Yep, absolutely. And another something positive to keep building off.
Well, we've seen some weird things happen in football before, Tom, and I don't have to tell you what's coming up after this extra point.
Yep, I would think exactly what you're thinking, right? We're going to see some sort of onside kick right here.
2 minutes, 40 seconds left in the game.
No need to go for 2 right here because if you get the extra point, it's 17. So, well, no, because 8 and 8 would be 16-32. Yeah, so no need for that.
Right. So it's Barber to hold here for Kennedy. David Kennedy. The snap, perfect snap. Kennedy up and good. 34-17.
34-17.
With 2:40 left, and hang on there, sports fans.
Never know. Like we said, we should expect right now, like the onside kick, which is what Mark's been alluding to. And like you said, anything can happen. And it's great to see, the pep in the step right now over at Lewis and Porter, right? We just did something positive. Let's see what happens. It's the reason why you play it out and why you play to the whistle, play to the end of the game, because crazier things have happened.
There's no question about it. 34-17 with 2:40 left here. Not out of the realm of possibility, that's for sure, but they have to execute a perfect onside kick to do so.
So, and obviously you would think that's what Coach is over here talking about, right? You think we're going to see some sort of hands team probably come up to the front right here?
You would think so, and there they go. For the Steelers, it's Morris out there with Ware. Dickinson's out there. Number 31 is Kinsley.
Make sure to come out and support the Lackawanna Steelers next week as they have a night game at 7 p.m. against Auburn.
Would have to be an onside attempt here coming up, you would think. Well, they're shifting some players around. Running off the field there was Morris, so one of the hands guys is not in there.
Again, same thing, no tee.
Well, I think he's going to tee it up, yeah.
Oh, yep,
Yep.
you are
Tee
right.
it up. We had an interesting situation last night in Lancaster. They forgot about the tee. The tee was on the field for nearly a series and a half.
Oh, wow.
Here we go, the onside kick. The bounce comes up low. It's up in the air. It's loose still, and they get it. They get it. Down at the 43-yard line, recovered there by number 20, Peter Aversia. And that is how you do it. Beautifully executed off this real grass field to get. The key was the second high hop.
The hop that took off there, I agree.
Went over the head, and the Lancers got the ball back, and they have some life.
Could give some NFL kickers there some lessons on that. That was a perfect job right there to get that extra bump up in the air that they needed.
I missed the player. One of the Steelers had a great chance for it. It went right over his head, and Lew-Port comes up with it. With 2:40 remaining. Nothing come off the clock there on that kickoff. Here we go. Benito pitches it out. Looks like an option. It will be. Putting it up is Marshall, and that's going to be intercepted. And it's going to be taken away, and on the run is Perez. There's a flag thrown there on a late block. Perez, 50-45, and down at the 40-yard line out of bounds. We had a block that was either behind the back. So,
I mean, it should hold. The interception should hold. We think the flag came in on the return.
Not a good time for some trickery, though, Tom. Well, taking the ball out of your quarterback's hands.
But you were putting it in your best player's hands, though. You know what I mean? Like, he's just been that good.
Sideline interference on Lackawanna here. Strange call, Tom. First time I've ever seen this one.
Sideline interference penalty.
Oh, they're going to bring it
So
back.
they're coming back to the point of the foul right there.
Right, the 46-yard line.
Yep.
Although I thought the infraction was back down here on the 30-yard line.
They're going where the flag was. See where the flag is. They're standing there. So that's the point of the foul right here.
Right. Well, I got to tell you, this last 6 minutes or so is taking about 38 minutes right now. Who says it's a game of seconds? They'll pick up that flag, and I have them almost at 30 flags for today.
We'll take the ball at the 46-yard.
And obviously, this Lackawanna team is going to run, and try to run this clock out and finish this thing off.
That's exactly it. No reason to do anything more than that. In fact, I expect it should be a big dose of wear right here.
Waiting up for the snap and then the give. That is number 8, the running back there. And it's Mr. Threefs, Antoine Threefs. They pull him down. Lost 2 yards, but they don't care. The clock's still running, and Lew-Port not going to call any of its timeouts. Well, they had a chance. We saw a beautifully executed onside kick. Go for naught.
2 minutes left to play in the game.
As we're inside 2 minutes finally here at Lackawanna.
34, Lewiston Porter Lancers 17.
Offense is moving a little slow there for Lackawanna.
Well, and no need to, right? You just want that clock to just keep rolling at this point. That's all you're doing. Use up as much of the clock as you can.
There was someone jumped late, and they missed that call. I don't know what the umpire was looking at there. Line judge. Wow. 2 players start off the line early there, and they missed that one. As we're down to 1:10 and running here.
That'll bring up 35.
We'll finish this one off.
Left to play.
34-17 our score. And officially 3rd and 5 call here, so they'll let that wind down to about 45 seconds or so. Takes the snap, gives it. Threefs, now he's going to try to run the opposite way. Now he runs to the near sideline. Threefs tries to break away.
And the flag's, he was reaching for that flag. Did you see that?
He sure was.
There is a flag, though, out in the field back here.
Yeah, there is. We got there, baby. 32 flags. I knew we could do it. 32 flags unofficially. That's number 9, the ball carrier.
So this will get tacked on to the end of this.
Alexander Hall. And coming out very slowly there is Sammy. So they'll mark it off. And well, some of the fans here want blood, that's for sure. I mean, the game well in hand here with 37 seconds left, 17-point lead. I mean, what more else can you ask for? Penalties probably 3 to, I'd say 2 out of every 3 to Lackawanna's favor, I would say. And they finally wind the clock up, get us down inside 35 seconds. I want to thank our producer, Heidi. Did a great job, and I believe it's Taylor out on the camera work for today. Back to pass. They're going to try for one more. Why not? In the air, up and deflected. Nice play there by number 13. That's Vincent Costello. And why are you throwing the ball right now, Tom? Tom Prince, who knows a lot about football at almost every level, why are you throwing with a 17-point lead instead of just kneeling down and taking a victory formation?
Like I said to you, same thing that happens on the flip side. Because it's the first game of the year, you're testing everything you can do. You don't get a chance to have live teams in practice, and what you're trying to do is to get as much practice as you can in to get ready for what the next game's going to bring you.
How about practice your victory formation? The give to Ware, right side. Ware looks to bust out, and he's going to be hauled down about the 10-yard line, and that should do it. Barring a timeout here. 4, 3, 2, 1, it is all over. 34-17. Lackawanna with the big win here to open up their 2022 season at home. They'll be here on Friday against Alden. But they're going 1-0 to start the season.
Great game. This is a game that, Lackawanna had to come out, get that victory, right? There's big expectations for your team this year. You delivered. The line's for real. Geschel showed how good he is at quarterback. Lew-Port, no doubt, some positive to really build off for. They're going to be a team that we're going to see get better, and better as the season goes on. Great game by both teams.
Tom, pleasure working with you once again.
Mark, always a pleasure joining you. You know that.
If I come back from Nevada, we'll see you again.
We'll see.
And we'll see you then down the road, I'm sure. But it's going to wrap it up today. Both teams shaking hands. One of my favorite parts of the game, shaking hands at midfield. And a tough ball game today in tough heat conditions. The referees walk off the far side. Got their money's worth today, that's for sure. And we're going to wrap it up. Thank you, everyone, for watching. WesternNewYorkAthletics.com. Take care, everybody.
Life can be full of surprise, but not always the good kind. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care, and we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.